Hello, everyone, and welcome to let me check some notes. The low life golf. I'm glad that I Will Brinson left for a week, and the people who join me on the show every week, or almost every week, except for when we're traveling, because Newman's got a freaking ski. Lee Calhoun, Will Newman. You guys came up with a new name.
Yeah,
change the name. I like it. The artwork's incredible. We got additional artwork we're gonna bust out. What's up, boys?
We're here. I just want to hear more stories from you. I really do.
I will tell them.
Wait, with laser waste management. Okay.
Well, I mean, it was weird because like I had that. It's like I was like rooting for. Okay, we don't recaps around here, but you had Scotty. You had Scotty at Waste Management. Bang bang.
Yeah. Look, Cal deserves. I mean, he's the heater right now. Is
Cal's always on the heater.
Second to none right now.
I'm seeing the board well. I made my. It was a big. 500 is a little higher than I usually do on outright.
Say what, 14-1 or something?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've been really good about getting numbers, and I want to get to that with this event. But hit him. I had Xander too. I actually had a Quinilla with Xander and Scheffler at 100-1. That would have. Xander.
I mean, we obviously texted about the bet that I had that I made in Phoenix.
Right.
Not from the waste, but just you can legally bet in Phoenix if you sign for DraftKings and like deposit $5. You don't have to deposit much. They'll give you like 8 free $25 bets.
Oh, no rollover?
No.
Oh.
No, I put them all on dumb golf bets. The one I had was like it was a $25 bet on Jason Day first round leader parlayed with Justin Thomas outright.
That got really live for a minute, dude.
It was live as shit, dude. Yeah, it was to win 25 to win $38,000. So I was like, that's why I was texting. I was like, I don't want to text and be like, is there any chance Scotty melt? Because it was very tough feeling because I was like, Cal has Scotty. Yeah. I love Scotty. I love DFS in the mix. But holy shit, do I want JT to pull off something magical here?
No, that's an all-timer. That'd be a special bet. I mean, are you kicking yourself a little bit just not taking the Jason Day first-round leader and getting that?
I think I had that time.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Well, but so do you want to hear? Okay, I'll tell one story from Phoenix really quickly.
Oh yeah,
and I don't know if it's okay. I'll tell. It's not. It's very, very legal and whatnot. So JT was at media night on Monday, working for Inside Edition, like covering, like going up and interviewing. He because he big Bama.
I think I saw that. Yeah, he was interviewing Mahomes and all the big shots.
He was literally holding a microphone for Inside Edition. So JT Kevin Clark, who works at the Ringer, comes up to me, and Kevin and I are boys, and like he's a huge golf guy. Comes up to me, he's like, somebody at the PGA is like, I found out that JT is gonna be here tonight. I was like, what? I was like, well, F the Eagles, F the Chiefs. The only person I want to see is JT.
Right.
So we're doing like some work around like where our studio was. Like 30 minutes later, Kevin comes back. He goes, so I found JT. I was like, it's great. He goes, I got this picture. It's him and JT. And he goes, and I completely froze as soon as they took the picture. I was like, what do you mean? I was like, you're like one of the best interviewers on the planet. Like you just froze. He's like, I had nothing. He's like had nothing. And so I was like, well, that's terrible. As we're having this conversation, and I assume that I told this enough times where I think it's for public discourse. Nora Princiati, who works at the Ringer as well, comes over. She goes, you guys will not believe what just happened to me. It is so embarrassing. We're like, wait, what are you talking about? She goes, I'm talking to this other girl, and she's like, I pointed at this guy. He's like, do you know who he is? She goes, I think he's with the Eagles. And she's like, I think he might be a kicker. And JT turns around and goes, I play golf. and so I'm like laughing at these two. I'm like, oh my God, you fools. You can't possibly. How could you possibly have all these embarrassing JT stories?
Wait, is that why you put him in the parlay or not?
Just let me finish the fucking story, Newman.
Right.
Yeah, but yes, it is why.
Okay.
That was gonna be the end game of the story. About 30 minutes later, I'm sitting at like our set, and it's like kind of crowded on the edge. All of a sudden, JT comes walking by. I go, JT! And I'm wearing like a vest and a polo. Like, I look like I'm at Waste Management, right? Like, I mean, like, I'm sure he's just like
every dude there.
I guess, I mean, if I were a professional golfer and I saw a dude in a vest and a polo, I'd be like, oh shit, do I know this guy? Like, like, am I supposed to know this guy? And I'm like, hit my biggest outright ever after 36 holes in the Players with you. He's like, that's pretty cool. And I was like, also, was there a girl who like didn't know you played golf? He goes, probably, and turns around and walks off. So all three of us hit these like just absolute banger, disaster, awkward situations with JT.
So you bet him, right?
And so you bet him,
JT. Why was he doing that? Was he pimping the Netflix show, or that seems odd, right?
I don't know.
I mean,
almost had another one too, where like JT like pointed back. I was like, "You wanted me?" And I turned around. There's like a 14 blonde behind me. I'm like, I'm just gonna leave now.
I saw him talking to us. He was interviewing somebody.
I bet JT. Like, what's JT this week? I might have to bet him again. I can't handle it not having JT if he hits
the numbers did some crazy stuff before he hopped on.
Oh, that's going to be a conversation.
Maury got destroyed at bookmaker, and they don't bend the knee like that. They're usually pretty firm. They got him down to 18.
Was he like? What was he? Okay,
I mean,
just for full
25, 27, I think he opened.
He got as high as that.
And just for full clarification, I was in Phoenix all week. I've been like absolutely
busy.
The best way to describe this, hibernating the last 3 days. I'm not answering texts. I was like, I had to do I would like wake up to like my phone vibrating me when like it was ringing on my chest and like try and get my shit together to do stuff. So
you got to recharge the battery.
Look, man, a week in Phoenix, and people were wondering what happened to your voice. Obviously, I got sick. So moving on to this tournament, we're on to the RIV. I love the RIV.
Yeah, this is it. I like this tournament because you really don't have to I think handicapping's easy on this tourney, kind of not easy, but easier.
Well, let's I don't want to revert into whatever the traditional golf shows are, but like, what's the one big thing? What's the one thing you take away from this tournament, Cal?
You no holes. You got to be complete. Like the best golfer is going to win this week. That's it.
You can't be like a. Well, I would say I think there's one like caveat to that. If you're left-handed, you can somehow get away with like not having a complete game because the course is literally designed like. I played it on not a video game, whatever. Yeah, but I played it with Bubba, and you're like, holy! You play this course, you get near this course, you're like, this course is designed for left-handed golfers.
Yeah,
I never think about like who's the best left-handed golfer right now.
Brian Harmon.
I'm having trouble thinking of one.
I mean, it might be like Gary Jernigan. Who's
probably
like one of my buddies, and Nathan Busher, who's like one of my buddies.
I can't think of a lefty.
It's literally Harmon.
It's Brian Harmon.
It's Harmon.
Harmon.
I mean,
yeah,
which is sad, but it is. I mean,
that's crazy. Where all the lefties gone? I don't know.
Where have all the
lefties? But the market.
They're going to live. It's where they're going to live. It's where
what's wild? I mean, Brian Harmon's 25th in the world right now. It's kind of crazy.
Everyone tries to.
I wouldn't say it's kind of crazy. That's kind of blowing my mind.
We know. But the golf rankings, they're kind of bush league anyway, right? I mean,
it's a little early, but I mean, on handicapping, like Sunday night, I knew who I wanted, who I circled in my head. The hardest part was just waiting on the right number or grabbing the right number because the market was very funny. They were very firm. They're not going to get burned up top. Like if you're going to bet up top, you're going to put up some units. And I just kind of waited on some guys and got him. I was like, man, that's too early. He's gonna grow. Or I was kind of on the right side on a lot of my bets, but one.
I'll be honest. I have no bets on this golf tournament right now.
Wow, yeah.
I'm telling you, I've been hibernating. I didn't text you. I didn't respond to y'all's texts for 48 hours.
We were a little concerned. But you made it.
Look, I muted the thread. It's no big deal. I muted a lot of threads. Like I think I muted
you can always go to the pick section and find them, right?
I mean, you could also no, I'm not worried about the bets. I'm saying you could also go and like watch like the Pick Six podcast. You'd be like, this guy is on death's bed. Like this guy can't.
No, I heard on the
talk.
radio. I was like, oh, let me hear about Will. And as soon as you said like
Oh,
two
yeah.
syllables, I go, no, that is bad. That is
It was
that is
rough.
crap.
I was supposed to do San Diego radio, and he goes, Darren was like, "Can I call you back tomorrow?" I was like, "Yes, thank you, my God." So, all right, for me, the one thing I think about with this tournament, and I agree with you, I think it's no holes. It's like no matter what. The one thing I think about with this tournament is the dick tight fairways. I'm not sure they matter that much because you could overcome it with driving distance. But man, if you can't putt on POA, you are done.
I don't
Like
think
like you have to make it's almost like it's like a West Coast Donna Ross.
Yeah.
Where it's like these crazy undulations,
Right,
except they're like left or right undulations.
Great word.
Yeah, right. It is, but I mean, you're like, all right, wow, I really stuffed this one, and this kind of comes into it too. Is like, I think it's really important to be able to hit your approach shots where you want them.
Oh, for sure.
Like,
Yeah.
like you can't be like, oh, hit greens in regulation. It doesn't mean shit. You have to be able to hit like. You have to be hit like on the bottom side of a pin where you can putt uphill and have a if you're putting downhill out here, you are dead.
Yeah. You're
And
gonna
that's
you're gonna two putt like everybody.
and it's so weird how
Or
Adam
as they
Scott
say in Germany, Feischl.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
what is it? Inglorious Bastards. He's like, fine.
3 drinks.
He's like, Trace whiskeys, and he's like, and you're a Frenchman, and you're dead. and now I have a gun on your penis.
Everyone,
Like, if you just done this number, you've been fine.
damn, that's a classic. That was a good.
I watched it
scene.
on the way out to Phoenix. So.
I think I've already brought up to you.
What's your one big thing, Niven?
Well, I think it's kind of based off what y'all are saying, and I'm gonna bring up one player in particular because I'm not gonna fade him. I've lost that battle already with Rom earlier this year, but I'm interested in Scotty because I know you probably didn't get to see a lot of it, Brinson. Seriously though, but his drives were wayward a lot of the times. He missed a lot.
It was sloppy.
It was
really?
I mean, but he was putting everything
Sloppy.
inside of 10 to 15 feet, if not closer, almost every time from bunkers.
He was almost better off on these weird angles. It was crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it was, and you just can't do that.
I don't think that's good here.
It can't be, and
It's
that's
probably
why I'm
easier. It's probably easier here. Maybe the rough's not like crazy. There's no water. There's no cactuses, random cactuses somewhere. Like,
but I don't know. I'd have to go back and look a little bit deeper. But I don't know who's won from the rough at this tournament. I have no idea. So I'm interested to see him because I even mentioned to y'all that I think you bet him outright and you bet him to miss a cut. That's what I don't think there's like.
Did y'all bet Scotty?
No. I'm just saying that.
But
I wanted to, but he was a little short. He was around the 10-1, and if I was going to bet anyone at 10-1, it would be Rory, even though he burned.
He missed cut at waist, didn't he?
No, he got 50.
No.
It was okay,
50.
but he was close. Again,
he'd make
I
a
would
mini
prefer-
run and then just stop.
I was gonna say like the 2020 waist and I guess last year we hit Scotty. We had Scotty like we had Scotty. It was like we're just betting Scotty every week, so it wasn't like
right. And then we
Scotty,
continued betting him every week, and we got like 4 more wins in a month.
Right. But like the 2020 waist is when I hit my big
Brooks,
DFS thing. But like I didn't. That was the COVID year. I didn't travel for the Super Bowl. It's like it's really effing hard to be out at like on destination. Even though you're there at the tournament, I'm like I couldn't do any research. I was trying to do stuff, and it's just hard. So
yeah, you don't want to.
You don't watch any golf.
Right.
I was walking past the Suns Arena with Danny Kelly and Danny Heifetz on Thursday, and they were like, "There's a huge line of people out there. Like, do you think they're here for Durant? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?" They're like, Kevin Durant got traded to the Suns. I was like, what?
Yeah, that's
They're
right.
like, it happened like 14 hours ago, pal.
Yeah.
Really?
I
guess I'm so laser focused into my job that I'm not thinking about the NBA.
I'm working on Rihanna props, guy. Come on,
Company dinner was Wednesday night.
Let's talk about Rihanna. So
I did okay on Rihanna. I actually had
No, I don't want to talk about Rihanna. I didn't have any of those. F y'all.
No, but this prop was kind of sexy. I had the first song, her hair color, over 9.5 songs, and the last song. It only paid like 3.
Hey, look, you guys want to start your,
but it was
you guys want to start your own football
info.
pod? You go for it. Okay. I'm just kidding.
We like Rihanna down here.
What? Yeah, I know. That.
No,
I think that's actually why I
big
muted the
takeaway,
thread. Numa was like peppering it with like, look at these winners. I was like, that's it. I'm out.
Yeah.
I mean, I had the Eagles from April. I was devastated the Eagles lost.
You didn't have
Anyhow,
them off?
no, I bet them more. I doubled down.
I like it.
Go for it.
Hey,
hit the gas.
Joey T, baby. Anyhow,
like I said, it's sad when Rihanna and Gatorade saves your weekend. So
Yeah.
Never out and get ready. Your weekend's just not safe. You got bangers.
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good about not overextending myself on the Super Bowl. I was happy about that. I didn't want to.
Well, it's more so for golf.
I didn't have a huge. I had the Eagles huge from April, like 38-1 from April.
No, that's a monster. And Big
Yeah.
Cat had that.
And then I'm like peacocking around. It's almost like the underdog rings, right? It's like, look, part of it's like a little bit of pride, Cal.
It is. No, it's a hardware that you deserve. It's. Do you want to get into that, or we'll cross that bridge?
No. I think I had a underdog beer I was going to mail you, but I may have left it in Phoenix.
An underdog beer. Wow.
They have their own beer somehow.
Really?
Yeah.
With the yellow dog and everything.
Yeah, it just says beer by underdog. Anywho.
Yeah.
What is our net? I don't know.
Prepared.
What's our next? I'm completely unprepared. Per usual. What is our next topic? Because we usually go backwards. So at this point, we would say outrights.
Yeah.
Newman, since you were like in the loop and
So I do want to explain something because this is like the first time. What is that?
That's a signed tweet.
No, so I do want to. This is kind of.
So
I might get a kick out of this. So, you know how, you wake up Monday morning. First thing I do.
No, I don't usually wake up on Monday morning.
Well, you wake up Monday afternoon, but
yes,
it's a number grab. Monday is number grab day.
It's literally so you get excited. You get excited, right? You check all the numbers when they get released, right? So my analogy to this is more so that's Christmas Eve, okay? You wake up and you don't have everything, right? Or you're about to go to bed, and you're excited. Okay, you get your $10, whatever. You're looking at numbers, cool. Well, then Tuesday.
There might be children watching this, and you're ruining Santa Claus for them.
Yeah. Well, Christmas morning is now what we call the bookmaker numbers get dropped. The initial bookmaker numbers get dropped. Okay.
Yeah. No, they come out flat like everybody else, generic as hell.
Yeah. But they're always last for the most part, right? They're always going to be on Tuesday for the most part.
Yes, they never Monday.
They're never Monday.
Bovada is like the earliest dog, and then
because we can't bet on. By the way, Brinson, I don't know if you know this. If you don't know Kevin Durant with the Suns, you definitely know this. But Bet365 is live in Virginia now, so we can cross the border for draft season. So, anyways, so bookmaker releases on Tuesday morning, right? We get that, but we know that's like getting you your first gift, right? But you're waiting on what is now we're going to consider this the bookmaker shuffle, because that's when a couple hours later those bad boys get just all over the place, and that's where the value comes in.
They get weird.
That's
awesome.
the shiny gift.
What is the point of what you're trying to say?
My point is
the shopping.
I don't bet until the bookmaker shuffle happens now, because
I'll grab Bovada put out. I mean, books put out.
But anyone can have a bookmaker account, right?
Yeah, of course.
But you don't need to be like Las Vegas to have a bookmaker account.
No, it's offshore. I'm just saying
what you're trying to do is provide an important piece of information for the people listening or watching. That is, don't get nuts deep into your outrights until you see what bookmaker does.
Yeah. If you love something, of course, you obviously
I did grab some numbers I thought were good on Bovada because they're there. You have to grab them.
Yeah,
like
sure.
I do a Taylor tax. They had a 100-1. I was like, that's bad. Last week was a disaster, but that's not a good fit for him. This is a much better fit. He's long off the tee, and I'll take him heads up versus almost anybody in putting. I mean, if he can roll it, they had 100-1. That's a bad number. I'm going to take that. I don't need bookmaker to tell me more.
Yeah,
if they do,
sure.
I'll hit it again.
Sure.
But and I don't think he ever got over 100-1.
No,
so
he did.
If you see a bad number, grab it.
110. Yeah.
Hey, by the way, Newman, tell your family and friends to smash the like button.
Well, have you sent out this?
No, just say it right now. Say smash the like button. It's the like button.
Smash the like button, baby. Get it. No, so it's more so for the top of the board, right? Because that's where I believe the value comes in for Bovada. So we'll call it the 35, 40 and under, right? For bookmaker, excuse me.
It's hard to get excited.
Because they're going to release basically market value, everybody else, and
they probably shrink.
And it's always their standard. Like if they're 20-1, they're 20.01, right? I love it. They just add that little decimal point at the end. But
it's
then
a big formula, sure.
Oh yeah, and then everything just goes crazy, right? I mean, like I know I did bet him, but like Tom Kim, for example, I mean, he hit 65-1, which is just insane. I mean, not saying he's going to be ideal for this, but
for the number, if you're in on him.
Yeah, he's double. I mean, he's half the price everywhere else, right?
So he's kind of interesting this week. I mean, for DFS.
He is because he can. If he
DFS.
Yeah, no, but yeah, you are going to be a little bit deeper in the DFS side. Clearly, y'all saw my screenshot last week. We went.
No, but like
I didn't know Kevin Durant got traded to like 5 minutes ago. What are you talking about?
Yeah, true.
Kevin Durant, like.
But I just wanted
what's our new Twitter account? I'm trying to tweet out this link. What is it?
Yeah, I added.
Is it your handle at the Low Life Golf?
Yeah, I added.
Our listeners are low lives. Yeah.
I'd like to get rid of the. There's no one else has that.
Well, we can kick it off.
Yeah, I would kick it off.
We're rebranding. We're branding. Okay.
We're getting we're doing some A and B testing. Yeah. So see what happens.
The sponsors are arguing over. Okay. Go ahead.
But anyways, I just wanted to lead off that because I've bet with bookmaker for years, but it's so fun. Like I get so excited when bookmaker odds come out because then you're like, all right, I need 6 more hours. Come on, baby, bring them to me, and I'm refreshing. It's so go for it.
No, I was gonna say, are you done with your bookmaker rant? It's an important. Look, no one's questioning it. It's a good thing.
No, if you're gonna bet off
some of us like to keep these shows tight. I like to keep these. I like to keep these shows tight.
Brinson definitely. The one man show that shops at one store.
Best golf numbers.
For the podcast.
Not even close.
Yeah, it's not.
Bookmaker pays you off quick. Hour deposit quick.
Monday morning, baby.
You will not get your crazy exotic stuff there. They're not going to mess around with your.
All right, we're going to do a new feature on this show. What is you guys tell me what my FOMO bet is? Where I will, where it's like, okay, yeah. If you're like, if you're like that text has posted a Homa ticket, so I'm like, it's like Will Brinson has left the chat.
It has to be. Well, I mean,
what kind of number am I looking at here?
Now that was one that I didn't pull the trigger on until yesterday about 5 o'clock.
Oh yeah, it's getting beat up.
He opened up in the 20s,
25 or something.
Opened up in the 20s. Maybe flirted with 22. I just was holding out on 25.
Man, this is a star-struck field, man.
But is he a star? I mean, I think it's I mean, he's up there now, right?
And he's like a new dad who's like playing well post dad stuff. Like, Cal, like post dad, like when you're feeling it.
You're a man. You got that man strength now.
You're a man.
Like, Dad,
you created someone else in this world.
You walk different. You feel.
You had some sex.
You do. and the events
we can't confirm
the events he's won is so like prestigious. They're like on that list of like, oh, really, Quail, oh, RIV. I mean, he's knocking out like the baddest events, and he loves this place. So Sunday night, I was thinking Homa. I went 25. Probably not going to take anything lower.
Sub 20 is tough to take for Homa.
Yeah, nah. But
is he sub 20? He's got to be sub 20. Is he sub 20 right now?
No, I bet he's like 18.
I can't take 18.
Bookmaker has 20.
The number's the number, Will. You don't have a card. If you like Homa and he wins, you're going to hate yourself.
Homa. Right.
Then make it a half.
Well, we'll talk through this. We'll see where we go.
Yeah.
I assume there are numbers dropped here because I started making procreation jokes.
Sportsbook.ag, the book that sucks and nobody can bet on anymore. They slashed the number as soon as you said homo, man. You're sharp there, so you're flagged.
Is he under 20 across the board?
Was he a sportsbook?
He is 20. He's 20 there. He's 20.
I'll go there.
That's the book I would not recommend betting at. It takes you like 5 years to get your money.
There's nothing you can do now.
I get my money immediately there.
So you like this guy, you're not going to bet him because the number's bad and he's holding up the trophy. It doesn't make sense. You just bet him.
Well, I think
I agree. I agree. I think that's something too that people need to understand. Like Cal, you sent your picks last week for Waste to our chat, like our picks chat.
Mm-hmm.
It was like Rory and Scotty and
Xander.
And Xander, right. But, and like, I'm just sort of explaining this for anyone who's like, isn't like, you're like, look, does that make me super smart and weird? No. Did I smash the top of the board? I did. Did the top of the board win? It did. Like, it doesn't matter.
Then my back three side, I went a little lighter because a 500 outright is like I had confidence.
a big boy. Yeah.
So I did 5 on Scotty. I did 5 on Rory. Then I did 250 on Xander, but I had him in the Quinilla. So I was saying Scotty's like back to back.
The Xander Open.
But we didn't pick him in our one and done. That was brutal. We even called that earlier. Like this is Scotty's turn.
Why didn't we not just take fuck? All right. Okay. So
also real quick,
a couple weeks since we did this. I'm trying to
real quick.
Yes.
Right now, this board, like the way the golf's going right now,
it's sharp.
It's top of the board only, really, right? I mean, like
the books are not going to get beat up top. They are not going to get beat up top.
I mean, you're talking Homo, Rom, and now Scotty 3 of the last 4 weeks with Rose.
Okay, Homo's back at 20-1 on Bookmaker. Yeah, Colin got smashed to 18. That's a big move for them. Scotty's at 10-1. So you got Rom's at 8.
But I've been saying this about like every sport for the last we've been saying this too, like first round leaders and first touchdown scorers. It's like they've taken these long shots that they're getting smashed on and are just not willing to take the losses on. It's very bizarre. Because they're smaller market stuff, right? Like golf outrights, first round leader, and they're condensing the numbers.
It's almost exotic.
We did a Super Bowl odds show today, and there's 6 teams under 10-1 to win the Super Bowl next year. That's absurd.
No.
Now there's some actually decent numbers on the back end, but this dovetails with what we were saying about hitting Scotty last week. It's like, look, you can do not get so pissed about a number that you see on the board that this is why I'm talking myself into Max Hammer right now. It's like, do not get so pissed about a guy that you see on the board that you won't bet it, because 18-1 versus 20-1 is if you go to any like a sharp better like Rufus Peabody, Rob Bizzola, whoever you want to talk about, professional bettors, they're like, you're an idiot for taking the 18-1. But I'm okay being the idiot with the winner.
Exactly. Okay.
Right?
So bringing up to before Scotty. Run a little cold over here. Okay. I hit a couple first round leaders. DraftKings been pretty good, been afloat, have not hit outright. So I had to make up my mind that I'm betting Scotty. I'm going to bet him thick. I'm going to hit him hard, and it paid off. I'm back in the black, like ready to roll, ready to fire off some more bets. All you need is a couple good weeks and a good session, and then you're set for the season. Yeah. So bet the number, get the bankroll.
Smash Scotty, and all of a sudden your bankroll is.
Yeah, I'm back where I can start firing off.
Okay.
Fun shit. Yeah.
So here's what we do: our official FOMO outright, and this is if you're listening, you're watching the show, and you're like, should I listen to Brinson? Should I listen to Cal? Should I listen to Newman? Well, yes, obviously, but number 2, I think we need to have a weekly official consensus FOMO outright play.
I agree. Mine was Max. I was so mad about Max at Tory.
I vote Max. If
I don't have Max,
everyone was on it too. It was so annoying. They're like, Max is guaranteed to win.
Yeah, so that's the thing about the FOMO, right? So
we were Team Max last year.
So if you remember our last time we were on here, we asked FOMO, and I mentioned somebody that I knew both of y'all were kind of riding the 2 previous weeks. So is it a FOMO kind of out there and about who's being talked about or who's high?
No, it's a
right now for me it's more.
You log on to Twitter at like 8 p.m. or you see me and Cal texting about Max Homa, and who makes your stomach drop the worst?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is if it's between
That's
you
what I'm
guys,
saying.
right?
That's the answer.
Yeah.
Who's going to make you like put your phone down and be like, fuck?
For me,
I look at the timeline. I can't look at memes. Nothing.
Yeah, I have mine, but it's going to be different than y'all.
Well, what's yours?
So it's 2 reasons. So I went decently large on Morikawa last week, and
okay, that's my next one that I'm not going to bet that I am.
If he wins, I can't stand when which is very rare when he wins. I'm not on him because I bet him a lot.
You were like, hey boys, single bullet of Morikawa this week,
dude. I mean, it ended up not
Monday.
being. It ended up not being a.
Wait, what if he tears his groin having sex tonight? Like, what are you gonna do?
I don't know.
All the sex. Yeah.
But that changed.
Especially married.
There was definitely more than a single bullet. But that's mine because.
Or he slips in the shower. Whatever. He falls in the stairs at Augusta. Like whatever thing you want to do.
It's clear of my own. I don't care about anybody else who has them, who doesn't have them.
But this is a group. This is a group FOMO.
Well, if y'all aren't,
I'm declaring it is Max Homa this week. Well, do you have Max Homa Newman?
I will not have FOMO if Max Homa wins.
Okay.
Did you have it at Tory?
No, all right. So that means, I can't wait to see you.
Well, now you will because you said that.
Yeah,
no, I do on Maury. I talked to smart people. I talked to Andy, Noonan, those guys. They were on them.
Did you just throw Andy in with smart people?
The first person that came out of your mouth.
Off record, I will talk shit to Andy all day. But if on record, Andy's my guy.
I got in bed with Andy.
He wanted him, and if he didn't take the early number, he waited. I think it opened at 17. He just says he was not going to do that. Then he finally got a 20 or 22 and hit it, and that's how you do it. It might be wrong.
You got Phil FOMO here with our boy Run the Bases, Damon.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
It's a personal FOMO, right? Like I don't like to not have Morikawa when he's just striped. Like, all right, so you remember last year, real quick, because I had Neiman.
I don't actually remember anything.
I'll remind you. So Neiman, I'm pretty sure. I'm like 99% sure Neiman went wire to wire. I'm pretty sure on that.
Oh yeah. We had
Neiman
first round double down.
So I had Neiman.
But okay. To that point. No.
Hold on.
Well, you hold on.
1 second. Morikawa on that Sunday scared me to death, and it's just because he's just relentless, and when he's on, it's just not a good sight. But anyways, so that was
no. I agree with you completely. I think when you look at this course, and when I say look at it, I mean play it on your video game. What you see is like these super type where it's like Max Homa, Chili Pepper, like Colin fits like the profile of a dude who will stripe it not like crazy long, but just in the fairway. And he's so good with his long irons that it doesn't matter. Like, and he can get there. And the putting here, I think, is pretty much.
Well, I think it almost kind of.
I think it's a coin flip.
Oh. Well, I'll swap out. This is my grandfather's East Lake visor. I usually wear this, but for Ryan Noonan, I'll swap out. No, I'm saying like the putting is like total crap. It's total random.
Yeah, but that's the thing about Morikawa, right? A lot of the times it comes down to that for him anyway. So, I mean,
what do you think about this rope visor, Noonan?
Oh wow, that's like a performance enhancing hat.
Exactly.
Good God.
This is actually PED filled.
Yeah, that's my FOMO.
I think you can look at this course, and with like mostly the exceptions are like Bubba or whoever, where they're like Bubba's like you can see Zal doing it, or like sort of artistic style of like a Seve style of golfer who can get loose out there. But for the most part, it's like you watch these fairways, and if you're a clean guy off the tee who is long enough and then good with your long irons, like Sam Burns makes total sense here. Finau makes total sense here. Colin makes total sense here. Max Homa makes total sense here. Like there's a prototype of golfer. Yes, Trey, I'm wearing an earpiece.
100%. Right. That's why I thought I don't have a problem handicapping this course. Like there is a certain skill set you want, and you just named all those guys. It's just grabbing the best of it.
But you also have to be like pretty effing good around the greens.
That's the thing. You just have to be a good player.
You
If
can't
you're not
have
a
a
good
hole.
player, you can scratch them off. I mean, DFS is a different animal, but like for betting, just bet
Okay.
good players.
And
It's not.
why
It's
does-
not
why
rocket
does-
science.
Why does
All right,
Victor
so look,
Hovland
so
play
our-
well here?
Max
Is it-
effing
is it me?
Homa is our official FOMO outright. We all agree. Look, I
Is it
may have
found
to,
back?
if Colin's 20-1, I'll take some Colin too. Don't worry about it.
I was saying, why does Victor Hovland play well here?
That's a weird one. That is
Because if
and
he
I
gets
bet him.
hot,
And I
because
bet
if he gets
him.
hot, if he gets hot off the tee, he's so
No,
long and straight
his-
off the tee, and his long irons are so good that if he's hitting the greens and just like
Right.
stoned
No,
and
yeah.
rolling in putts, he'll just win. Like
His
it's
tee
possible.
to green is elite. He's a
Outrageous.
fucking wagon tee to green. He gets there, and I think I mean, you're putting on gravel. It kind of equalizes. Like it helps him out. His around. See, that's the thing I've read so much about. Like around the green, super important.
Yeah.
He's awful. I mean, that's like the one thing that they associate
don't
with,
miss-
with
if you-
Ho.
If you don't miss the greens,
Then you're not. It's not a problem.
Right. Okay, so I'm gonna Cal, you want to go first?
Yeah.
All right, Cal's card. I've got
So
a thing I'm building out here. I'll share it.
I don't want to do my first click. I'm just going to go short. The shortest was Homa, which was yesterday. Bookmaker I was literally driving at a stoplight and I checked it just like a freaking degen.
That's exactly what I.
Yeah.
Hey,
And
dude,
I
do you know what kind
finally
of
saw the
truck?
25.
Do you know what kind of truck Cal drives? It's like a
A
Ford
Rap-
F1. It's a Ford Raptor.
A Raptor. Yeah.
He just pulled over. He's like, "Ooh!" Instead of Cal's like, "This guy's in his Raptor checking his phone."
Somebody looks over. It's like they see
Homa,
the-
hello.
they see the little bookmaker.
The Raptor sponsored by the Cosmopolitan. Kicked them in the teeth. Bought that baby cash
Hey,
money.
Newman, have you ever been to the Cosmopolitan?
It's been a while. I see there.
If
Cal,
you want to
ask
go,
Newman-
they
ask
want me
Newman about
back. They want
Cal.
me back pretty bad. I
Really?
listed
They
them.
want
I
you
listed them
back?
for about 70. So yeah.
Well, Cal, it's funny you say that. Newman, when's your
Yes, Britson.
Cal? Ask Newman when he's going back to the Cosmo next.
Basically,
Newman, when are you going to the Cosmo?
the next time you wear a GoPro, just share it with me.
He's not allowed. He's not allowed.
What about for March Madness?
Okay.
There's
No,
many.
he's banned.
Oh no.
I won way too much money, and
That's right. He won way too much money.
Yeah.
We'll tell you the
Card
full details
counters,
offline. We're
not
already all right.
welcome.
All
Like
right.
Ben Affleck in there.
Newman's like, why? See, this is why you don't agree to the show with me, Newman.
That's
So
fine. I no holds barred. I'm good.
I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, Homa 25 is the shortest I went. That was the number I was looking for. That was the number I thought about, like tucking myself.
I wouldn't go Homa
midnight.
under 17 to personally.
I can get you a
No,
20.
no. I'm just for people listening.
You want me to
All right,
get
so
you?
Homa-
I can get you a 20 right now, Will.
I get a 20. I get a 20.
Wait, can I give it? Can I give us a?
He's back to 18 again.
Can I give us an
Like-
assignment for next time around? Because I'm curious to how y'all would fill this out real quick. It'll take 20 seconds.
Sure.
I want to know how many or what courses, if Homa and Morikawa, as we currently sit here today, what courses would you take Homa over Colin at the same number? Don't have to answer it right now. I'm curious.
Zero courses. Zero courses.
We'll go to
Oh,
the same right now.
Every course, I think Homa's better than Morikawa.
What?
Yeah.
That's what I think it'd be a cool exercise types just to see.
Yeah. In this moment, not
Right
I'm not
now-
talking
right
about like their
now,
full
yeah.
resume. In this moment in time,
Homa's
real
hot.
time, I think Max Homa is a better player than Morikawa.
Homa's hot right now.
Like the proof's in the pudding. Like
Dude, hey, you know, there's very few people I respect as much as you when it comes to talking golf. However,
that can change week to week.
right.
This
So,
week,
so it's
Homa
more
is
about-
better than Morikawa.
Okay, how about this? We'll change it up.
Right,
At their best, what you think their best is, and we don't have to do it right now, but at their best, I would like to see us kind of compare. You know, who would you take at this course at their best at the same number? I think it'd be cool to just find out.
I think what's interesting. I think what's interesting about this question is that the question's even being asked.
Right.
Homa's
Like 2
going
years ago,
from-
if you're like, who would you take?
Oh,
Max
you get
Homa or
locked out
Colin
of the building.
Morikawa?
He wouldn't even like
people in a certain chat room would be like, Max Hope is never winning a tournament. And you'd be like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure he's going to win one very soon. And then he wins one the next week. And you're like, I'm sorry, we didn't have time to put the bet in.
Anyways,
Shout out to dude.
but this is also okay. This is why this show ends up being 3 hours long. I don't have a fucking voice by the end of it. But no,
Yeah,
but like,
keep this roll.
but this is a really important part about DFS and betting and general, like all of this that we're doing in totality is that you have to get rid of your preconceived biases. Like people are like, oh, Max Homer or Colin Morikawa, ha ha ha. So like,
Really?
Max Homer's really effing good.
He just
Like he's just
won.
a good golfer.
Maury got chased down in an embarrassing fashion. Once I see him bounce back from that, that's a different argument. Since then, Max has made every cut. He shipped a Tory, an Open, a major type course. How can you not say Max?
I think there's what would you put the odds of Max Homer winning a major in the next 2 years?
That's
I think he's going to win this year.
He's not a big game.
I do too, but I'm saying like, what would you want to bet? You get all
that he wins before Maury. I would
no. Just Max Homer wins a major in the next 2 years. What would your bettable number be?
He's not a big game hunter, man.
He won at RIV and quit.
He has like one top 10 in his career in majors. Like I mean,
what do you think? Like 4-1? Is that stupid?
Oh, I was thinking like 10-1.
Okay. Well,
I would eat up 10-1. But I agree. Yes, it's like 5-1.
Maybe 8, right in the middle of that. Then
he hasn't even popped at a major though.
But the opportunities have not been great, and he's changed his game. Like
this
is my whole point is your preconceived biases and the way that you view golfers. You have to change. The golfers change quickly, man. They like the way their profiles as players change very quickly. And
just like Brooks Koepka, I was watching the Full Swing show. That was a really good episode.
Like I don't want any more Brooks. Brooks is done.
No, he's checked out here. I don't know.
He's like
physically.
He's like my body's broken. I got the money.
Man, he is hard on himself. But like, yeah, it changes that quick. Like you can lose it. Maybe getting chased down by Rahm.
Remember when David Duval was like the #1 player in the world over Tiger Woods?
And overnight, and Morikawa getting chased down like that. Like I was on Maury. I was counting my fucking chickens, and he gets just.
How many chickens did you have? Like 42 or like.
I mean, but the next week he did come out. He didn't win. I mean, that 2-3. If you don't win, it's a miscut in the outright world. So no, Max wins. Max gets the money.
All right, keep going with your card, Cal. I'm gonna share this in a second.
We'll circle
okay, next was Hove. I just the history, the tee to green. Hove.
Victor, right?
35-1.
Oh my God, that's an auto.
That was a number I think I grabbed pretty early on Bovada. I could check later, but
don't worry about it.
That one may be hard to find now.
I just think his iron, like you said, he's going to smash it. He's going to get close. The putting, he's going to be closer to the hole. So I like Hove. The course history, I don't know. I don't want to be a course history guy, but I am very much looking into course history of these past events.
I mean, at an elite.
By the way, follow us on @TheLowLifeGolf, soon to be @LowLifeGolf. Yeah. And when what we'll probably start doing is tweeting out. If somebody takes one early, it's like, hey, you should hit this. And the picks will be there. In fact, we even make Newman do it. We even make Newman give out his picks. And Cal's too. Mine, I don't give out till Thursday because I don't make them till Thursday, but whatever.
No, I'm on it early. Okay, so Hove, I like that. That's popular. Yep. I don't think I could play him in DFS. We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll bet him.
Third hour of the show.
I went somewhere I don't normally go.
With no commercial break.
I went somewhere I went to Spieth. I got 35-1 on Spieth.
Adult diapers. Sit here for 3 hours. Oh, sorry, hold on. Oh God, listen. I hate this computer so fucking much.
You're doing great. I couldn't do this.
All right. Keep going. Sorry.
I'll figure it out. 25.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
25. Okay.
Okay.
I went to Spieth. I'm not a Spieth guy.
You're not.
I'm not. I like to make
I
fun
hate
of him.
Spieth. You and I hate Spieth so much.
What I've seen him doing is fucking moving it. He is blasting the ball off the tee. He's added like a at least 10 to 15
Are you
swing
serious?
speed. You need that here.
It was very impressive last week.
Something about his around the green, his scrambling, that magic. He can putt. And I think on the Pro-Am that it might even help him out a little bit more. And he's got a better shot than most in making 10 footers on this gravel. So
don't make me change my FOMO bet, man.
And the market also did it because I thought Spieth would open up
big
close
time
to
FOMO bet.
50.
What'd you get Spieth at?
35.
He was 11.5. Not that this matters. Gained 11.5 off from tee to green. Lost stroke and a half in putting.
Was that ahead of Scotty?
Waste?
Yes.
Was that ahead of Scotty?
What
for tee to green? No,
yeah.
I think Scotty was.
I bet Spieth right now.
Scotty was like.
I mean, he is moving it.
He lost strokes.
Scotty was almost 14. JT was 12, and JT was third at 11.5.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that bet's already.
Our boy Ryan Noonan, who I love, despite the fact he's a big Dave Matthews fan.
He's good people.
He is good people.
But there's just something about the number in the market too.
Newman, this is your specialty. What is the highest number for Spieth at Augusta? Because if you don't have it, dude, if you can find it, I mean, I have like a 20. What do we bet?
I bet him when he won that. What was that tournament?
The Valero Texas Open.
No, it was further than that. It was almost over a year. It was like a year away. I'll have to look at I'm looking at my pennies right now.
You and I, we bet a bit like 25-1, and that number ain't out there.
It was who did he beat in that? It was like a playoff.
What is the odds checker? What is the best number for Spieth at Augusta? If you get above 15, it's bettable.
Well, but here, like you wouldn't think he'd be in this 35 range. I mean, he
should not be here. Yeah.
He went from first shot round leader to miscut. He had a good showing last week.
You get a 20-1. You get a 20-1 on Spieth at Augusta. You bet the shit out of that.
Yeah, you can get 20 right now. That's just offshore.
If he had a distance off the tee,
and
it's not just distance. It's like a club.
Jam. It's like a club
jam.
All right, you guys talk about some shit for a second while I bet.
He's
Spieth.
20. I'm trying to find. Did you say why you bet Spieth?
I bet Spieth for tonight for tomorrow. Spieth is interesting for DFS. He can't be high owned either.
No. I got some ownership. We'll get into that though.
I'm trying to find what was that tournament he won, man? He beat somebody.
No, just find it. Yeah, whatever. All right, moving on. Cal, who else? All right, you know what? I'll wait on bet Spieth. We're not going to move numbers.
The next one, I kind of just got caught up in it, but I hit it. It was Day at 40-1. I like his play.
He's playing well. He's back.
I got him at 41. He's probably longer than that now. If I could do it again, I probably would go Scott, but it is what it is. I'm happy with the way Day's playing. I think your blue chip's going to win this. Not a lot of holes in this game. Sure. Day 40-1. These are good. These are kind of juicy numbers compared to what we were fighting over the last couple of weeks.
These look pretty good, bro.
The next one, just because of model and like he's won recent form, is Young 40-1.
Well, remember last year,
Cam Young?
He chip in from where? It was not chip in. It was like a hole out from like 75 yards. And I said, "Oh boy, who's this guy?"
Yeah,
because at that time
he really came on, and he does what I want. He blasts it. He's straight. Birdies are better. So important here. Like this track
has a chance too to like kind of change it where he goes from all right, sort of young like meat stick launcher to doesn't have a hole in his game.
Yes. And if he can win this, then it's just the confidence he needs. Just he's so close. What do you get? T2 in Saudi. I mean, he's a T2 machine. Like he's gonna get there. He's in the mix. You're on my card. You hit it long. You're on my card.
He was even popping at the Netflix documentary with the one that Spieth won, the RBC. He was in the top 3 there.
Yeah, on the that shows money.
By the way, Day is 7th in my model.
Young was like top 3. I ran like 4 or 5 DFS outrights. Just I like to see different models, and he was always in the top 5, 6, 7 in everything I put in. So he gets a play.
All right. Anybody else?
Yeah,
Starting to work.
Just 4 or 5 more.
Mr. Zalhoon. Now I do a 6-pack. No,
No one's
Zalhoon.
questioning your outlets. Yeah. All right, so give the breakdown of the Zalatoris,
Okay.
Mr. Zalhoon.
So he didn't play. The narrative was he didn't play.
I'm filling my drink. You give a breakdown of the back situation because I think it matters, right?
100%, because backs don't get better. They only get worse. And the narrative I've heard a lot in the industry was, why do you miss waist? Something's up. Why do you miss waist? I think waist is a bad fit. And I don't think he wanted to go out there and have a bad showing and get booed to hell on 16 for 3 putting, something bad. I think he focused on this track. It's a hard course. He's gonna get you more scoring opportunities than almost anyone in the field. His ball striking is still top 5 in the world. His approach is top 3 in the world. 26 and 15. So
that's fine.
Look at a few stats. The hardest courses, he's number 1 at shooting the lowest.
I was gonna say
tough fields, hard courses. It was like Murfield, Augusta, Torrey. He's number 1, and it's not even close. It's like by a stroke and a half, stroke and change. So to me, Zal said, I'm not gonna go to the circus. I'm not gonna go to the zoo. I'm gonna focus here on the Riv, and which
I guess he doesn't have to. He doesn't have to. But I was kind of worried that since Waste was an elevated event and the prize pool obviously was massive. I mean, that alone should bring pretty much everybody. But
it's a birdie fest. It usually is a birdie fest type event. That's not Zal's bag.
Which is wild because you would think that as close as he hits it, he just can't. The putter's always,
I kind of think his ego got into that. Like, I don't think he wanted the booze. I don't think he wanted like all the smoke from 16.
Well, see,
this place fits him. Like, think about it. What's Zal's biggest kryptonite? Putting, right?
Well, putter, yeah.
He can get it so close here. He's gonna have more opportunities. And yeah, he's gonna miss. Everyone's gonna miss. Everyone's gonna miss 5-footers. Zal might even. He's gonna have more opportunities. Zal.
You better pay. I would not want to not pay the Taylor Montgomery tax this week, buddy.
I paid it. I saw you can do an asterisk. Tay tax, 100 to 1. This is gonna be important. If he doesn't T10, then I'm not paying my taxes this year. Tay tax, this is do or die for him.
I think really you're at that point already. You've really accelerated the timeline. We used to be like hey, we'll go 2.5 years paying for Scotty. It's like
he's not Scotty.
No, I mean, nobody's Scotty.
Nobody's Scotty. But this should fit him so much better than last week.
Did I tell you on Phoenix I got Scheffler tattooed on my like Scheffler?
Oh yeah, on your small of your back right here.
No, across the backside, like a 311 or like linked Lincoln Park.
Yeah, so that's the card. If you want to do an asterisk Tay tax, 100 to 1, which is a good number. If you can find 100 to 1,
I know you're betting him.
Yeah, we're running low because I would keep doing it if he paid off on DFS, but he's killing my lineups. Like he was +5 through 3 in the first round last week, and I was like,
that was crazy.
All right, Newman.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to have a little bit of crossover there, and that's not.
Yeah, we should. That's good.
But this was actually crossover without even talking, which I like.
Can we get an asterisk on that T money?
I got you. Newman, keep talking.
So I have a little potential room. We'll see, but I started with Hovland with mine.
Newman, no, we've been over this a few weeks ago. When you say I have a potential room.
Well, I always leave room at the top just in case. I very rarely are going to play the top ever.
You can't. You don't bang the people. Don't bang the people by coming in late with some. You're like,
I'm not.
I know you don't. I know. I'm not.
No, that doesn't matter. That doesn't mean I'm not going to hit somebody live. I mean, that's going to happen.
No, live. But yeah, of course.
Okay, tell me about.
I do most of my betting live anyway because I think there's a couple books that I'm not going to talk about that are a hole behind.
No. I don't want this tangent. Keep going.
So, anyways, right now I'm starting at Hovland. I got a 36.
Nice number. What got you to Hovland?
You see Lonzo Ball's night tonight?
No, what?
28, 12, and 10.
All right.
He messed around and got a triple double.
I'm sorry. Who'd you start with, Damon?
Hovland.
Oh,
oh my God! Did you guys see what Dennis Smith did tonight?
Oh my God.
I don't know who Dennis Smith is.
I'm messing with Damon.
Yeah. So I think for Hovland, I mean the all around game, it hasn't been necessarily pretty recently. I mean, I was checking some stuff out.
This reeks of a Hovland course to me.
Which is weird though, because actually from what I've been kind of seeing it, I remember doing this last year. I could be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure. So the around the greens is not the difficult part. It's like the bunkers, I feel like, is maybe where there's some difficulty.
This is what I was trying to say earlier. Is like it's not so much about like general scrambling. It's about where are you scrambling from.
Yeah.
So like Hovland is so good at placing his irons that I feel like he's the guy who can minimize the misses in spots where you have really, really bad putts. Like on this course in particular, there are certain holes where if you just jam, like you jam one within, if you know you can hit within a 20-yard radius, you're going to have a flat putt and you're guaranteed a 2-putt.
Yeah.
You have to get at the par fives here. And I think he's that guy.
Yeah. He's a par five guy for sure.
He hasn't been bad by any means, especially result wise. Because I mean, he's getting it done. He's getting it done without the stats, right? So if you are on the data side, I mean, he's getting it. I mean, his worst result in the past like 3 months this was last week. I mean, everything else is inside the top 30, top 20. Yeah. So I mean, he's getting it done, but it's not pretty either, which I like. I love it.
It's recent form and course history.
We need to change the FEMA bet to Hovland. I can't handle a Hovland dance party at 35-1. No. I'll lose my mind.
The entire timeline.
Will Brinson has left the chat. Will Brinson has deleted his YouTube account.
Yeah. I mean,
the entire timeline has Hovland. He is the name in the industry. I've heard his name a lot.
Really?
Yeah. I've talked to Hovland. Hovland's making a lot of cards. And you can't blame him. The most you want is recent form and course history. He's got it. He's young. He's a tee to green monster. Eagle machine. Why not? It's a good number. These are great numbers for a tight market recently.
This is going to be this is just kind of hit me. I'm trying to think. I'm sure I'm going to be off on this. Why does
you can say whatever you want on this fucking show?
I know, but I'm serious when I say this, and please.
Holy cow! His poet putting is oh my God.
Well, because
I don't even know. Is it good?
It's astronomical.
So, but hold on.
I have him at top 15 on POA.
Are we all just going to add more money on him right now?
Bermuda putting sucks. See, I don't have any Hovland. I have nothing.
Well, you're about to. Wait, so I have a question.
Yeah, I am.
And is he how is he? 20? What is he now?
23?
He opened at 25.
No, he's asking how old he is. I would guess he's 26.
He's 25. Okay.
I bet he's the same age as Maury. Yeah.
What's the difference between him and Adam Scott?
By the way, we'll answer this in a minute. I think it's a really good question. We'll come back to it, but I don't want to derail the Hovland talk.
Yeah. What's the difference between him and Adam Scott when Adam Scott was 10 years younger?
One person wears all khaki.
He's a handsome devil too. God, he's like so a James Bond.
Good looking. Can you imagine being that you're as good looking as Adam Scott is? And you're like, you know what I'm going to wear is this.
Yeah,
khaki.
And he's articulate and that's like another narrative too. We'll get into is the Aussie.
But he overcomes whatever the hell he's wearing. It's like the guy's still so damn handsome.
And he used to never play in events. He'd just swoop in on a helicopter, drop down, and play at majors and T10.
Anyways, I don't want to go down a rabbit hole, but
no. This whole show is a rabbit hole. But I think the question is, what is the difference between Adam Scott and Victor Hovland? I think Victor Hovland is
when Scott. This is 10 years ago when Scott, or 5 years ago, right?
To me, in my mind, when I think about these golfers, I think about Scott as maybe
he's better off the tee.
I don't think he's a great putter, but a safer putter because of the putting changes they used.
I also think he worked on that.
I also think Scott, maybe his trajectory is higher, Hovland's irons to me are so pure.
I
Like,
think Hovland has a higher ceiling.
Yes.
than Scott
and,
ever had.
and Scott's a Masters
Hall of
winner.
Famer, right?
Oh,
He
yeah,
blew-
Hall of Famer. Yeah, like
blew the British. Yeah.
Hovland has enormous ceiling.
One of the most trusted people I trust in golf. Bet Adam Scott, Mr. Wolf. So,
but I think like to this point, like this is what happens. This is what's happened with golf and betting and DFS is someone like Hovland 5 years ago would have been like, it's like, this is the guy, right? He lands in like Finau Xander territory or Xander, excuse me, territory where he can't move out of this like popular range and he's always being owned. No one wants Big Dick Vic, but Big Dick Vic smashes, dude.
Tee to green, fucking wow.
That's
He
monster.
gets there. He gets there.
Scott,
Well, I remember having a
what
conversation
if he
with you.
fixes his putting and his short game? And he did work to fix his short game like last year. His short game got better. What if he fixes his putting?
He's in
And he's just
form.
complete.
He's in form. He owns this place. I'm gonna go ahead and say owns because it's 2 top 5s and 2 goes at a tough track. So yeah. Hovland's a
But why is he not our one and done? Lock it in. This is our guy for DFS and one and done. What's his ownership?
Probably pretty high. All right, I'm gonna go to my second guy. I'm gonna go to my second guy while y'all.
Oh yeah. I guess
All
you
right.
gotta keep.
Yeah. Well, you don't have a card. So
17%. It's gonna be closer to 20 because of his price.
Probably.
He's not priced right.
What's his price? Oh, he's like 80, or is he 90?
He's
We'll
89.
get to that in a minute. Go ahead.
He's,
Go ahead,
80
sorry.
he's
All right,
89.
so, I
80,
don't-
wait, what?
He's 89. He should
He's
be in the
89?
Yeah.
in Colin under 9,000 too.
Why would you not start your car? Dude,
No, Collins a 9.
dude.
Yo, Hovland, yeah, no, seriously. I'm seeing 17.
He's
I'm gonna go ahead and say 20.
$8,900 on DraftKings. We're still Cal Newman. We are starting our dumbass. We need to lock in an entry. We're starting a lineup with Hov.
Sure.
And just going full medium rare
Yeah,
motherfucker up in this.
We're gonna get the straight. We'll get the win, and we'll get the T4, T5, T7. You know, get that lineup. That we can get there.
You get a ring for that, I hear. All right.
All right, so
Newman.
and a lot of these numbers are gone because I'm getting these on Tuesday. But
No, I don't care. Just give me the names. I don't want to deal with that.
so yeah, Sam Burns at literally the same price. I mean,
Yeah, you smash. Yeah.
So
You smash
Burns.
Burns.
Burns was actually.
I love Burns here.
Burns is 38 and a half.
He showed some big life last week. That guy went low as shit when he didn't need to. Like he was out of it, -2, -1. Could have mailed it in. He went minus a touchdown, right?
Hey, this is a pro Sam Burns podcast. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah,
I'm fortunate enough to be on all of his wins, and I don't bet him like consistently. I don't bet
Cal.
more
It's weird, Cal, because I
consistently,
also am fortunate enough to be on all his wins.
I was on
I
the
don't bet
Keegan
Maury
Bell.
all the time, and I've been on like all his.
This brings up a question or another thing. I kind of
Actually, this would be a good FOMO. This would be a FOMO pick. Like if Newman had Burns solo, Cal and I might commit. What's the Japanese Sapaku? Or like it was just.
I see John Belushi doing it. And I can't remember the name of it.
So real quick on Burns. And another thing, we don't have to talk about this. You can do it all if you want to. But I saw a weird correlation with Copperhead.
Go ahead.
A lot of crossover, tree line type. Obviously, greens are completely different, but I saw a lot of the names. I go back and look at.
I think visually that makes sense.
It's not
Harry Carey.
It's not like
one of the moon was made of cheese.
It's Harry Carey.
It's not
Harry Carey. I just said Harry Carey like the Cubs announcer.
I can't.
If the moon was made of cheese, would you eat it? I sure would.
I want to watch Will Ferrell do that like all night today.
I'd watch me do it.
Anyways, I'm gonna keep going. All right, so I have Cam Young at 40, solely because it's a number play. I mean, he's playing fine enough for me to bet him. I don't have outside of I do a lot of eye tests for me. Eye test plus value.
This is an eye test podcast, David.
Eye test plus value equals a bet for me a lot of times. So and
I mean, he's good. He's not just a guy, right?
No, for sure. He has what you want, right? I mean, like he's
okay. So, all right, look. I'm going to tell you this. What we're doing right now with these, like big number guys who like people are sort of like not soured on, but like cooled on. This is our DK lineup that we're doing. Like Hav, Cam Young,
Zal.
Yeah, I have a Zalatoris down here too, but I got Zalatoris at 50, which was there for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, I got one less.
All right, how many you got?
Zalatoris 50, Cam was at 40.
See, these are like my favorite guys. This is
I know.
stable.
Are you gonna put the numbers on there or not? Just keep going.
No, I'm not. I don't want to.
All right, that's fine. All right. Well, the last was a soul.
If you get a sponsor, we'll hire a production assistant. They can do it.
Okay. So I have Tom Kim at 62.5 to 1.
Who?
Tom Kim.
You whisper that.
Tom Kim, 62 to 1.
Dog asleep.
And I also bet him to win the players. We can talk about that later. That's your Sedgefield.
See, good for you, Devin.
That's your Sedgefield. That's your Sedgefield TP Sawgrass correlation. That there's like 9,000 winners of both tournaments, which is the strangest thing to me. And I have a Tagala at 86, which
I like Tagala here too.
Oh,
I think that's going up a little bit. It's actually down to 72 on Bookmaker. I don't know where else it is, but where else? Tagala 75. So you can probably find an 80, I'm sure, somewhere, maybe not. Anyways, it actually.
Yeah, I'll put the numbers by it if you want to tell me. I mean, I just don't.
I don't care. You don't have to.
Because I really don't care.
So DraftKings put them at 8,500. They're not high on them.
I think like for me, like the takeaway from these when I'm building my card after we finish this is like these guys are so this.
I think the FOMO needs to change. By the way,
but like but this is like I haven't bet anybody, but we're all on the same page. This feels like these are the guys who are the stripers, only stripers. I want stripers, and I don't care if you can putt or not.
No.
Do you have anybody else by the way doing? Sorry.
Get close, and we'll get there.
You may want to change that FOMO bet at the top because it may have changed.
To speed?
No, Hovland.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
These cards are fun. These numbers are fun. But you always got
the speed
are great.
Roulette Rom out there.
The speed, polish it off a nice, cool, tall Budweiser.
Blow the top off.
What if the moon were made of hot dogs? Would you eat it? I sure would.
Harry Carey checking in.
Harry Carey, everyone.
Everybody.
It's unbelievable. Like Will Ferrell does a better Harry Carey than Harry Carey. Like, no one. He's like, do you remember Harry Carey? All they think about is Will Ferrell going, "If the moon was made of cheese, would you eat it? I sure would."
Such a genius. Like even his face, like he's always like looking off when he's doing it with like big glasses on. Just a genius. God, that guy.
All right, so we're taking a quick commercial break. Seriously, if anybody out there is looking to sponsor,
I think no. Go back to run the bases.
Yeah.
I think run the bases asking about how we bet them. I mean, for me personally, I'm always typically the same payout personally. Unless something is just I can't. I'll wake up.
Do you really? You do same payout?
I try to keep it in the ballpark. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
unless I love something.
I do the same thing where I'll usually be like, I want to hit like, so if I'm betting it outright, I want to win 20 plus units on the outright, generally speaking. Now, if it's like one of those, and I didn't do Scotty at the waist, but like, and Scotty would have been the case, but like,
no,
like
but like
Rory, what was it? You were like, listen, Rory's winning this tournament. He's 9-1. I don't care. I'm betting him.
I did. Yeah. It sucked.
I would actually still probably go the same number.
So I always do 6. I'm usually at 250 a player, and then I'll double down and hit them for 100 on the outright, the first round leader. That's kind of how I go about my card. I've been losing. I haven't hit one. It changes your bankroll situation, but like it's different because I've had some first round leaders and some DK, but I needed an outright. So I saw Scotty. I believed in Scotty. I believed in Xander and Rory. 500 to win 7K. 7K changes.
Xander gets me every time. I'm sorry.
I mean, like if you have an X in your name, you should pronounce it.
I would be lying in my grave, and you'll walk by and go, Xander. And I will laugh. I will literally roll a laugh. I will say, thank you, Cal. What a great job we did with low life golf and rope visors and hats and winners.
If you have an X in your name, it needs to be pronounced. It really needs to be emphasized.
It's insane to suggest that you would silence an X.
Xander. Is that a Z? No, it's eggs.
It's a Z. No, he's changing X to a Z. It's crazy.
Right, it's not even silent. It's not Ander.
Right.
Xander.
It'd be like,
Ander.
How do you pronounce X out again?
X.
I pronounce it just like your eggs are on.
X, like Xavier.
Eggs on.
But I'm like, it's like plural.
Or you pronounce it X on.
It's the process. Okay.
Tyler, that's none of your goddamn business. No, thank you. To stay on my personal affairs. I was a nuclear missile at Panic on Saturday. My God.
Jesus.
I mean, I came over red eye from Phoenix and just went to the Panic show.
I'm proud of you, dude. Like my hangovers, like they're 2-day hangovers. Like when I go hard,
It's
Wednesday.
It's Wednesday,
Cal,
and
we just went to Princeton like 2 hours ago.
you know there's like when you buy honey, you buy like the honey bear, right?
Yeah,
Like the big bear full of honey. My guy is like, it's down to his belly because I've just been like just chugging honey to try and loosen up these vocal cords. I got to do a show Wednesday night, guys.
a pro's pro.
To answer your question, Tyler, I am actually listening. If you listen hard enough, you can actually hear the Panic show in the background. They crushed it. Dave Schools wore a Godzilla t-shirt. It's a school show, baby. I regret nothing and apologize for even less.
By the way, real quick to interject, so Homa right now is 9-1 to win a major this year, and that's from a very it's
this year.
Yeah,
and
you're right.
Me...
So 4-1 for 2 years is right. Or 5-1, yeah.
And that number may be a tiny bit. This book that it's a local that kind of.
I think it has to do with where the U.S. is this year, right?
The numbers
where he just won.
Okay, so here's what I think my card will look like. It's basically, and again, this kind of comes down to my lack of planning for this tournament and me agreeing with you guys and who you like and not wanting to miss on these guys. I'm gonna have Homa, Hav, Spieth, a Dave staring at me a little bit. I don't know if
are you not on.
I think Jason Day's back.
Like,
I think Jason Day is back.
I have Zell, but I'm
going to Zell.
I don't like the number. The day number slashed in half after, which I get.
It's up now. I saw 45.
No,
I'm upside down.
Yeah, but
he would have been 80-1 like 3 weeks ago.
No, he was 75 last week.
Right.
He's not the best. He's not the best fit here either. But I bet him.
I don't know this. He's just playing well.
I don't know, man. This
I think.
see.
Okay, let me rephrase this.
I'm not going against it. I'm saying 40 seems.
I think I would get Jason Day major numbers now.
I already bet him Masters.
Me too.
Yeah,
but we didn't have a show last week because you wouldn't do it for Park City.
I'm alive. Okay. I had a mild concussion in a halfway.
Oh, I forgot. Oh, Newman, do you want to talk about it? Oh, actually, you know what? Fuck that. We're in a minute. All right, so now let's start DFS.
We aren't course history guys, but do you know what day is course history here?
I do not. If it's good. If it's good, I'm betting him. It's great.
He hadn't played here in 3 years.
This is a Jason Day course.
That was a LA. He hadn't played here in 3 years. It was a miscut in 2020, and then he didn't play for another 2 years. Then in 2017.
He's got vertigo.
And that was prime day.
This feels like a Jason Day course.
He's hot, and that's the guy I root for, and I bet my guys. So in hindsight, I wish it was Scott, but it's not. It's Day.
I mean,
before we go to DFS, one last thing: is there anybody? I mean, Brinson, you've seen the board, but Cal, is there anybody that you may bet that you haven't yet? Because I have a guy. I have a guy. I always have a guy or two.
One sticks out to me.
I already sent mine in, and y'all know who mine is. And I want to pull it, but I know how it's going to end up. Mine's Hideki, and there's no reason. It's solely really off the long iron, middle to long iron type, and the numbers.
That made sense.
The number's insane, but it's not like the win equity's crazy good because he doesn't like rack up.
I mean, Decky can win anywhere he plays.
He's alive. Yeah.
I mean, I said it to y'all this week.
Why is Decky? Why is his number? Is he injured? Remember that stuff where it was like it started coming out around this? What did around this time last year? It was like we had what did last year? It was like we had Decky and like one and done, and there was like a rumor. It was like there's like a Japanese media outlet that was like Hideki Matsuyama tracker that was like he does have an injured hamstring. We're like, what are we doing this? It was like a Wednesday night.
I don't know.
Hideki's a great DFS player.
All right. I agree. Also, anyways, before we move to DFS, why don't you and I just solve our one and done situation here? I will say that there's someone we have not talked about at all.
I'll tell you our strategy. If y'all want to, not that y'all cared, probably, but
no, go ahead.
Who's your strategy?
I'm with Crowbar.
Tim?
That's a sick name.
Has he listened to this?
I don't know if he's on it.
I need a nickname. Whose nickname
Tim.
is Crowbar? That is badass.
His dad's nickname is Thunder Chicken. And his brother's nickname is Gorilla Fetus.
Ooh, that's rough.
They
can't
do
pick your own nickname. Yeah.
No, you can't. They do fine.
So our strategy this week was
wait, you're in a one and done with Crowbar?
So he got in it and he sent it to me. I couldn't find a pool that I liked. I don't like the couple of those online. There's like 40,000 people.
Just tell me what's your strategy.
So we're not going at the top. We're going to try to get us squeak a top 10 at worst, potentially a top. I don't want to say top 5 because I'm going to tell you we took, but we're just going to try to just snag a T10.
Let's guess who we took.
We didn't go with the top. And
yeah, clearly you're trying to snag a T10.
I think we're middle of the road. We burned Xander last week.
Y'all took Burns.
No, because it would be all in on Burns if he would tell. No.
They might have already taken Burns.
No, he thinks Burns. He thinks Burns is winning. I think it's
We've already used Burns.
It's like Taylor Moore or somebody.
Finau.
What?
It ain't Taylor Moore. Yeah.
Finau.
We might take Taylor Moore at the Wyndham.
Better or worse than Finau?
I think. Why are we not talking about Finau? I think Finau is going to win this thing.
I think he's a T5. Lock. Okay, so our one and done's.
What's his?
No. Go ahead.
Yeah. So we have two 11th, a 10th, a third, a 41st, and a missed cut. We're like middle of the pack, and we went with Keegan Bradley.
Huh? That's a name.
Okay, first of all, I have a Keegan Bradley tattoo on my right shoulder.
By the way, newsflash, I'm betting him first run leader. So.
Oh, I'm gonna have Keegan outright, just so you know.
Keegan Bradley was on my ticket team, so
I'm the biggest Keegan Bradley fan on the planet. What do you am I not?
He's a mixed bag here.
This is my dude. Keegan
I like him better when he was 30 pounds heavier, but
Keegan's been sneaky decent though. Which
I also like people who are fatter as well.
Makes me feel good.
Generally speaking, makes me feel better. I will have Keegan first round leader. Keegan outright and probably top 5, top 10, 20.
Well, did you hear I won a golf world champion ticket?
I did hear that, Cal.
Keegan was on that team. Did you? That was nice.
Are you rubbing Keegan in my face on the ticket?
This is my year. Rabbit year.
I'll tell you what. I'll trade you by 18 second place golf championship finishes for that one first. How about that? Nope.
How about your underdog ring?
Oh, that hurts.
I'm proud of you, buddy.
I'm getting a ring. They were like, "We'll give you a ring. We don't care."
When you told me that, I was freaking giddy. I was like, I knew you were gonna. Oh man, good stuff, dude. You deserve it.
Actually, hold on. No, I don't have the ring. I do have some. Oh, I got you an underdog T-shirt though,
dude. Thanks.
Not you, Nimitz, just Cal.
And buddy Matthew got me a waste management rope hat, which will come in soon.
I'm just glad I don't get it.
Yeah, now I have that. I have Scotty's from last year. I need the new one.
Okay, you know. Look. We can have a separate humble brag show.
All right, let's get the DFS.
Let's get the DFS. Oh man, Panic played driving song into Tall Boy into driving song. I was giddy. It's hard to believe how I lost my voice. Okay.
My-
So,
All right.
This is going great.
no, it's going fine.
But y'all, by the way, so I went Keegan one and done. So I want to know who y'all go. Y'all don't have to say it now. So
Okay, so we're down to, I think, 3, and it's going to be the early leaders in the clubhouse for Finau, Xander, and I'm making an argument for Zal.
So now this is where it gets weird because Cal.
that's a good pivot play.
Right. But the thing is, like, if we're only chatting over the internet, like, and not talking online every week, like in person, it's very easy to get mad about not using Sal if he crushes it. However, now you're like, hey, buddy. Oh yeah, that's Sal thing, no big deal. But no, you're like, if you want to use Zal, if Cal's the Zal whisperer.
Yeah, because every time I wanted to pick them, and y'all are like, no.
Well,
T2, T3.
So the question is, I would much rather use Zal one and done than play him in DFS.
Yes.
Because if you use him in one and done, if you use him in one and done, and he's like, my back's banged, I'm out. You just miss cut, and you chalk those with an L, and you move on. If you use him in DFS and he bails, you are toast.
You lose a 30-year bankroll.
Correct.
Yeah.
So,
and he's priced at 8,700. So there's not a lot of
faith. You go $200 of Victor Hovland.
Yeah, or 200 Cameron, or 100 more for Cameron Young and his upside.
What do you think the percentage ownership? What is the ownership percentage of Finau in one and done?
He will be Max will be number 1.
Sure.
Number 2 will be probably Rory. People trying to catch up, and then Finau, Alexander-ish.
So Finau's like Finau's top 5.
By the way, Finau should have beat. It was definitely Max here, right? 2 years ago.
Well, they both were give and take.
Remember, Max was behind the tree. It was over. It was over.
Yeah, but Max also missed a kick in. Like 18, it was, they both like were trying to give it away.
Yeah, that behind the tree was nutty.
I was ready. I had my pants removed.
We were very involved in that tournament.
Nuclear bomb on the chat.
Will, we were very involved in that tournament.
Very involved in that tournament.
Of Siege and the bet and we were in the
Max
RIV.
Can't win. It's like, can't he?
It was the next day. It was like 24 hours.
That same year, real quick, Sam Burns blew a 5-shot lead at the halfway point of the tournament.
No, he did. he had it. He really had a bad Sunday.
All right. So
how do you have a bad Sunday? Like,
I'll go Zal if you want. If Finau's going to be chalky,
he will be. I mean, Maz has the best stats on that.
No, I'm saying we're live doing. We can reconvene after the show and figure it out.
I think Zal. Okay, and if you're in one and dones. If you're in the lead, you play safe. You play a guy you're not going to miss later. You play a Tony, you play an Xander, maybe a Cantlay, and you just get your T10 money and you're good.
And if you win, you're gravy.
If you're at the very bottom, you need to hit the top 2 guys, Rom or Rory, to catch up.
Do you really think it's
funky?
Do you think it's that early? Like, seriously, like, do you think it's that early?
Kind of. Like, we're down $3 million. If we tie with the winner, we're down $3 million.
But we also don't know, like, with these elevated events, how these one and dones are going to work either. Like, it's because now the math has changed. We knew it was like, okay, you're down $3 million. You got to press at these events. Now it's like you got to press at
every.
Well, this is one of them, right?
That's a good argument.
To your point, though, if let's say Zal will be, I mean, what 5 entries max out of a big field in one and done,
and
if Zal wins.
This is an event.
If Zal wins, you're in first place.
You're top 10, top 5,
top 10. Exactly.
If you take Homa, Finau, you're in the same spot.
Hold on 1 second. I don't know. Do y'all know this is one of the designated events, right? I did not.
Yeah. But wasn't last week too?
We're calling them. Let's not call it. We're calling
elevated events or whatever they are.
I don't like the money bag event. or rich event.
Hey, money.
We're
money
working on
bag.
that.
FLIV events.
We know about the
FLIV.
we know about the money bag. That's the my bookie stuff that we
Oh,
spinning that
yeah,
lever, baby, pulling that lever.
That's a new segment. That's a new segment we're adding. Yeah,
we're gonna add that in for hopefully soon.
We are.
So one and done. I think if you're in the lead,
I missed a lot last weekend. Did you guys hear that Kevin Durant got traded?
Hey, it's 3.
So he's not in the Warriors.
3.6 million to the.
I don't follow the hoops basketball.
From the Warriors to the Suns? My God, that's
3.6 million to the.
He went
winner.
to Texas. Oh, that's cool.
Hook 'em, baby.
3.6 to the winner.
Yeah, this is a big event. So like, to Cal's point, is like if you've been shitty in a one and done, what?
The way you said, yeah, this is a big event for 3.6 million. That's just where golf's gone, which was just crazy.
Well, but that was my whole point. Is like these when you're doing these one and dones, there's elevated events.
Theory.
What is it? It's elevated, right? Am I crazy?
Yeah. No, it's a money bag event. It's
no, that's what they're calling. They're like elevated events.
I don't like calling it that. I'm calling it rich events.
The next one is the honor palm.
I don't care what we call them. I'm just like, did the PGA call them that?
Yeah, it's a big purse.
It's a big dick. It's a big dick event.
Like
how about BDE? BDE.
It's a BDE event.
We're calling it BDE on this show from now on.
It's so crazy because if you took who got T7 last week,
what did Nick Taylor? And he like won an event. He's like, I made like 14 times more than I made when I won the event.
Probably more than he's made his whole career.
No, but he's won a PGA Tour event and he won like $700K when he won that one. He's like, I finished second. I won more before. They're like, yes, we are really, really desperate with this live situation going on. We have to get money in pockets quickly.
Yeah, and he got good for him, man. He gave me a sweat. I don't like the hedge.
Right, so to that point, how concerned are you about Zal? And I know I laughed when you did this, but like Zal withdrawing and a BDE event last week at Waste Management, and now it's like we're like, I mean, dude, and your thesis on you don't want to hold out for a guy with a bad back and ride it out till later makes total sense.
Get better. They don't get better. He's not gonna it's not gonna be 6 months or whatever from now at the Players or BMW if he gets that far.
It's either like now or never, I feel like.
Yes, and this is a hard track, good history. We talked about it earlier. Hard events.
History,
he's a stroke better than anyone at hard tracks with good fields. He gets it close to the pin, and when the putting's neutral like this or neutered, whatever you want to say.
Right, I'm sold. Lock it in. Send a GIF.
He's a maker. I mean,
send the GIF. Send a fucking GIF, Cal.
He could put us in a hole where we're just like,
send the GIF. Seriously, you go send the GIF, and I'll tee it the next. Oh yeah, I forgot we're live on the YouTubes.
Right. Top of the board, DFS. Let's do it.
Oh shit! I on my to-do list while I was at the Super Bowl was to figure out if I could show the DraftKings stuff on here. Why don't you guys talk about the high end stuff while I figure out if I can log into this thing?
Cal, you got it.
No, I'd like to hear your perspective on the top of the board.
I'm going to come way out of left field because I zone in more on the outright.
Oh my God!
Because Newman, I mean, to be fair, you're newer to the DFS street.
I've played it. No, I mean I do my winning in tennis where there's less.
Oh, stop it! I don't want to hear that crap.
It's not a jab, it's not a shot, but like in golf DFS, you're a little.
Actually, I might have it. Hold on.
There's less sharks swimming in my pool with tennis.
One of you motherfuckers filibuster for like 30 seconds so I can bring up the DraftKings.
I'll give you where I would go up top.
Yeah, just talk about the top end of the board.
Well, I personally would start with JT, but that's just me.
Okay, why would you start with JT?
I'm not going to be. I don't know. I'm not in on it on the game theory side. I'm not in on it on the ownership projected style.
It's a good play.
I'm saying from somebody that's not going to be as in on it. If he's definitely under owned, I like it even more. If he's over owned, I would come off a little bit, but that's where I would. My eyes take me to him first, personally.
Well, that's
by the way, I'm reserving a.
But I don't have lineups or anything right now, which I'm probably.
I'm reserving us a $20 big boy lineup. Like if we go
Why?
Crazy.
And I do an underdog first round, so we're gonna do that. I already have us ready to roll.
You did what?
Underdog. I've won a bunch of money on Call of Duty. You know that.
Okay.
Pew, pew, pew. No,
Um,
JT
Hey.
is the lowest of the 10K owned, and he's the cheapest.
Really?
So that's a great start. Yeah.
I like him in general, but I definitely like him. I would like him even more now. That's where I'd start my team. But again, I mean, why not? I mean, you could get what's Hovland ownership, and that's further down. But
he's
I mean, you could go. Where do you? Oh no, I'm good. I mean, you could go.
Just shrug your wife off. My God, man. She asked you for.
She brought me more wine.
You said I'm good.
Yeah, because last time we woke up with this, I bet on the Twins on the European tour. I bet on Answer first round leader in Zimbabwe. Like
he won the next week, by the way.
You told us some terrible European stuff.
He won the next week.
No, I did not. They were good that week. They just didn't get it done.
Hovland is a fade for me on DFS.
I can see
really
because I think the 9K is so flat, and Hovland's going to get to 20%.
I was thinking you're going to fill up. All right.
Right now, I see him at 17, which is still the highest out of the 8K range. I'm not saying a total fade, but like I'm going to be match the field or slightly under. I don't like JT right now. I can't tell you why. I don't like his off the tee. His putting is sketchy. If I'm going to pay 10K, I want to go to Scotty. He's a DFS machine.
Use some of those crowns, big boy. You're on mute.
I don't want to share my screen. Like,
I really think if you were going to fade the 10K range, this is the week to do it. Which is crazy because this is such a prestigious event.
I have one of these ABA lineups hits while we're doing the show. You're like, oh shit!
A couple comments come in.
Oh, hey now.
Are people watching? That's good.
I don't know, but I just jumped. What is happening here? Yeah, there's some. I mean, the same number of people watching. It's Newman's wife and his dog.
Teacher does have his own computer that he watches this on.
Yeah, look, I withdraw. Look, exactly. Actually, you know what? Exactly. I have no money in DraftKings. You see that? Nothing for anyone inquiring.
I'm still qualifier chasing. I got
another week of that. A bunch of crowns. I think I lost a bunch of crowns.
You're greedy, man. You got a ticket. You about 1-1 last week. I think you had maybe a difficult Sunday, but you're up. I was looking at you. Don't you worry. I was
talking about me or Cal.
No, you weren't. You think you entered a DraftKings lineup last week?
I did not.
I know you didn't.
I was very loud.
What's wrong with you? What are you, a fucking narc?
No,
Cal
told me I was trying to I asked him last week how do you find these tournaments because they're so damn hard to find, and some of them you're trying to qualify to get a bigger ticket to try to qualify.
Are you doing the FWGCs?
Yeah, so I did some $5, and Cal was in there. So of course, all I had to do is hit the button to scroll me to the top, and there he was every single time.
How many times did I finish second, Cal?
It hurts.
It was like 8. It was like 8 or 10. I mean, it was tough.
They are a bankroll. They're a bankroll bleeder. Like you almost just.
They really are because you either want. Yeah, they really are. Yeah,
when I got that one, I could stop, but you
get that $16,000 ticket. You're like,
but I've been doing my favorite contest is that $88. It's the what do they call it? The medium 8. It's 25K to first. It's a 2,000 man field. I can be involved in that. I'll be near the top in that.
I might be about to. I'm going to steal the ET. I joined this. It's the ET. This is like the purely pride shit that I care about. I'm going to steal the ETR Sickos NBA contest. The first time I've ever played it. Let's go.
You gonna win it?
Are you serious?
It's gonna pay me like $47. Who's the asshole with the CBS logo that won this? Actually, this lineup is kind of live.
That's the funny thing about Avies is I will never change my Avi. I just don't like it. I don't like people to change their Avies. Your Avi is your Avi. Mine's Tyler Durden on DK.
Wait, this line is
It's always going to be
all
right.
right, you know what? We're not gonna look at this. We're not gonna worry about this. Okay. All right, let's talk about this. This happens every week with the show. Can't wait till we get a professional in here to manage this. So you can't see shit there. It's unbelievable how bad.
3-man
this
lineups. This is the
Yeah, I got it. Thanks, David. Thanks, David. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's great.
If there's any young
Hey,
producers,
tell your wife, tell
watching-
Brady to bring us some more wine, pal.
No, we're good.
wine
okay,
sounds
so-
good. I've been drinking
The vest is about to come off, getting a little hot and sweaty under this thing.
No, this is my favorite part because I see.
This is where we find our
I narrow
lineup.
my pool down when I talk to you guys.
Look, I'll tell you something. In the next 3 weeks, we're gonna have one of these because we've had 2 of them before we had to take a break for travel and work purposes. Where like weird shit. We're like Colin, and they were like Wise, and it was like
yeah,
a
the
couple,
wise.
but like a couple of like
Light bulb.
like basically 3 holes between the 2 guys would have flipped it entirely. We're gonna have something that pops out of this DFS discussion that causes a
It
ruckus.
happens. It happens.
Hey,
The brainstorming,
Cal.
throwing shit against the wall. It
Cal.
works.
I'm suggesting a ruckus. Okay, so top of the board. Let's lump together these. I thought ruckus would land better, but whatever. Fuck y'all. The top of the board down to Cantlay. Because I think all these guys are.
You can play 2 of them easily, right?
Of course, no, of course. I'm just saying, like, who do we like from a DFS perspective? How is Max Homa has? How can he be? Oh, okay, let me.
Max Homa's number, I do not believe it. It is absurdly 15%, which puts him.
What?
15% is what I saw a couple hours before our kickoff. I don't understand it.
Is it you go Rory and then Homa and then figure it out? Because
so
I think
past 2 weeks,
I'm not trying to move past it, but like
no, but last
shit,
week,
dude, look at the AK ranges. AK ranges loaded.
Yeah, it's like a major. I mean, it's elevated field.
This week's going to be balanced, but the past 2 weeks,
I don't think it is. All right, so sorry.
I've done pretty well the past 2 weeks, and the trend has been 2 alphas and then 7s.
Yes,
all 7s. Last week I did Scotty, Rom, and I was live for 25,000 for about fucking 3 days and 6 hours, and then fell off because of
Xander,
Herbert, and whatever, some assholes. But two alphas is now like
it's
the model.
Well, they're the ones that are popping this year. So
okay,
it's not this.
Exactly,
So
Cal.
we got to do opposite.
No, but okay. Do we think there's any chance that the general public will go oppo and go balanced? I would say absolutely not.
Yeah, this week, yes. Because of Fianal, because of Homa.
All right, look, let's all right, so we got 74.50 left after Roy and Homa, which I think is a preferred build.
What are we build? Are we building a pop?
We're building a donkey
public
lineup.
build?
We're building a donkey lineup.
Donkey lineup. Yeah. Okay, but you know what? I think if we were playing a donkey lineup, it'd be Rom instead of Rory.
Okay. Let's donk it out.
Because
we call this donk it out.
Rom's recent form is better. I mean, it's probably not, but in the minds of the public.
So who's our 6K guy that moves the median back up where the final 3 guys are like 8, 7, you know what I'm saying?
I think they're going to go
chalky guy down here.
I think they would go 8K. If you go low 8K.
No, I agree, but I'm saying like who's the 6K guy? There's someone it's right here. Bang. Oh no, he's 7'2". Taylor Moore.
I have notes on 6K guys to avoid.
Fuck you, Newman.
6K guys to avoid Vegas. Taryn.
All right, no, you're right. All right, let's find AK. We'll go AK. Oh my god!
Someone's gonna get a cheap AK.
Can I throw a name out that we haven't talked about?
Here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to build the chalkiest possible lineup.
Hovland.
Oh, chalky.
I want to build the
Hovland
chalkiest lineup and see how we got there to see what the build is. Is it 2 studs or is it balanced?
And what to pivot off of.
Exactly.
So
Okay,
Hovland
Or you may prefer
the
Cal.
highest 8K.
Exactly.
It's fun to say. It is.
It's more fun to say that way.
Hovland.
Get rid of. See, I think it may not be, dude. It may not be 2 studs. Look,
you can balance this shit so bad.
you can do. No, this is like a major. This is like being the math people. So people have been doing these smaller tournaments with the 2 studs, and all of a sudden it's like the pricing is loose as fuck, and they're about to go. Look at this. All right, look, you can go. Oh my god,
It's a different tournament though. But last week there was, I think, 20 guys in the 7K. You could take a Mitchell, a Bradley. You could really
start Finau. Run the bases is correct. Patrick Rogers has great course history. He's gonna be crazy chalk.
I've seen people like bet him outright.
Now, run the bases is sharp. I had to kick run
He
the
is
bases
sharp.
out of my family league because he was just butchering
Are you
us.
serious?
Yeah, no, seriously. He got in my family league and like
Hey, look, he's so sharp. I followed him on Twitter.
I was like, you have to leave.
And I only follow like 3,000 people on Twitter. So
no, I just remember run the bases, the Pete Rose.
he's gonna follow. He's gonna follow.
He asked me lineups you do a week.
Me?
All right, so look at this.
Yeah, yes,
you have Finau, Homa, Hovland,
of course.
Rogers, 7,500 left. Like,
What's Rogers' ownership? It's got to be
It's
high.
so
he
high.
needs to be jacked.
It's got to be high.
What's
Vegas. Look, toss Vegas in there. Also, you
He's-
got 8K left. Holy shit! This
Okay, I
is
got
such an
Rogers.
easy lineup to build. Who's looking hotter than Rose, Scott, Fowler, Siwoo, and Thagala?
Hold on, Brinson. Cal said don't put Vegas in there, which you so.
Wait, you think
No,
Vegas
no,
won't
I'm
be
saying
chalky?
like chalk.
Oh, from
Like
a
that
chalk
too,
perspective.
chalk.
Okay, gotcha.
No, I don't want any of these. I mean, I
gotcha,
like
okay,
these
okay,
guys.
okay.
I'm saying like Cal pointed out that
Probably Scott, right? Is he chalk?
here's my larger point. Cal, you were 100% spot on. You were like the build the last few weeks has been 2 studs up top.
Yeah,
I think with this field, it is going to gravitate towards this.
Look at our cards. They're all 30 meets, right? They're all 30. That's
Look
that
at
should
this.
Translate.
So like, listen. All right, hold on. I'm gonna add one more guy here. I mean, all right, do you prefer Rose, Scott, Fowler? I can't believe I'm saying him. Okay, Fowler might be good. Or Siwoo or Thagala. Who's the chalkiest guy out of that? I feel like it's Rose.
Is this 7K?
Scott or Rose?
What price range in the 6s?
AK even between the two of them. Adam Scott or Justin Rose?
Got to be Scott.
Okay. So
yeah,
I could be.
I got Scott at 13.
I'm saying
13,
just
13 to 14.
Look at this lineup: Finau, Homa, Hovland, Adam Scott, Patrick Rogers, Johnny Vegas. When you go to sleep at night, you
warm and comfy.
Exactly. And like everyone, like these guys are chalk as balls.
That makes me feel like a safety blanket, but I hate it.
But but so what I'm saying is game theory here, which I yelled out on my first podcast for saying game theory, but everyone is talking about the 2 stud thing and they're like, everyone's been doing 2 studs. It's time for the balanced. And this is what everyone's going to do. Everyone's going to go balanced here because the field looks like a major field. It's priced like a major field.
So they start with Finau.
You start to line it below 10K and you who's missing the cut here?
Do you believe Max Homa is going to be 15%?
Fuck no. He's going to be 25.
That's crazy. Yeah, I haven't looked at lately, but
actually, he might not be with the prices. That's okay. That's my initial thought on like building these lineups is maybe the 2 stud thing is not terrible to keep rolling with
because the 9K is really flat and the win equity is not as great. Like Finau shipping it, Cantlay, his form, Xander missing 5-footers on a good surface.
Shit,
Homa
missing 5-footers.
Oh my god, the way like
Okay,
that was
so
like.
let's
Did you see
let's
that lay he took? That out of bounds drop
Oh
he
yeah,
had?
yeah.
Do you
He
no,
think
I
that was in
didn't
his head when
see it.
he fucking duffed every 5-footer after that? That was
I mean,
funny.
he was missing 3-footers.
Did you
Skip
hear
it.
about that, Will?
No,
Xander hit one like just
I don't
fucking
want to hear anything about
cactus,
Alexander and
terrible.
the
And he
waste
claimed
management.
that it
I
was an
hate Alexander and the
animal
waste management.
burrowed into the ground, and that wasn't the
And
divot.
he
And
still
they gave
stuffed it from like.
and they gave it to him. And after that, he couldn't hit a putt to save his life.
Really?
Like 5-footers, 6. It was embarrassing. Like he was just. It was not great after that. So karma, God.
I think everyone is going to skip the top tier. I agree
think
with.
so too.
I think
I
everyone
think
is
so
going to
too.
skip the romp because if you go, you
JT.
cannot go two
First-
studs.
Yeah. Okay. So Rory played awful. People might get off him because of that. Like, oh, Rory. Yeah. No, he's not it.
I don't think
Scotty,
we see 20%.
he
I don't think we
can't
see
win
20% on
back-to-back.
any 10K. Excuse me.
This is
Sorry.
me talking public. This is not me. Like Scotty can't
Yeah.
win back to back, right? They're not going to play Scotty.
Scotty can win back to back.
Of course he can. I'm
Scotty won
talking
5 and
Joe
8
public.
tournaments. He's
We
probably.
know
Oh yeah,
Scotty can
I
win
got you.
anytime. John Rahm price tag probably gets people off of him. I think he'll be the higher owned than Rory. I don't see a world where Rory's more owned than John Rahm after recent events, but
Last week.
I don't know. Justin Thomas, to me, the lowest owned, I think, actually goes up higher. He's lowest owned and lowest price at the 10K. He makes sense to get the bump. Scotty will probably go down even lower. He'll probably take JT's place and go 15. Scotty should probably start your lineup.
I agree. What if you go Scotty Rory?
This course is so good for Rory because he hits it so far and so straight. The putting's not going to kill him.
All right. Well,
we can do the two-headed monster that we think people are going to avoid.
They are going to. They have to.
So if we do a Rory Scotty,
it's too scary to dive into the you can build this lineup with these. You can start with Max Homa and Tony Finau, and
I can build a lineup of this. Yeah.
What's the scene for Tommy Boy? Where he's like, it's warm, it's comfortable. He's up at the
he's like oh,
he's like, don't you want the what is the thing?
You want the butcher to take?
No. Where he's like, shit, what's the thing? You don't want the warranty? It's warm, it's comfortable. It's like a little fairy that floats around you and tells you, don't worry about me. If I break, I'll be fine. Like that's what Homa and Finau are this week.
Yes, that's why we shouldn't play him in one and done. But that's another story. But that's the same thing they're doing in DFS.
I'm sold.
That's the same thing they're going to do in DFS.
I think there's some really interesting pivots in the 9K range.
100%.
So
and it's M and it's Burns.
Yep.
And Maury.
M was good last week.
Those actually the 3 guys I was staring at. Yeah. And
this sounds like Newman's card. This sounds like Newman's card.
Kim.
Another guy on my card.
I can't get there on Tom Kim. He doesn't hit it far enough. I don't
even want to get there. I don't even like Tom Kim. I don't want to get there. He's still like him.
I'm
okay. All right. So we'll come back to this 10K range. We've made our feelings clear. Look at this 9K range. It is so fucking obvious where who people will play in this range. It's Xander. Dude, you start your car. If you're building a lineup and you start with Xander, Homa, I'm thinking through my donkey brain here. I'm like Xander, Homa, Finau. You could almost do. Can we build a lineup with that?
Yeah.
Easily, right?
You're going to have to do 2 7s and a high 6.
You got 7K left, but you dip one time into the 6K range and then get 2 guys one guy in the 7. You might get 1 guy in the 8. This is the chalk monster build. Everyone's skipping the 10Ks.
Yeah.
That's what's
people
happening.
Don't think Scotty going back to back. Rory just laid an egg. Rahm just, kind of. I mean,
but it's also just you have to pay up to, you could either pay up
It's
to
like
get
the- it's
one
like
of
the
these
betting
guys
board.
and dabble in there, or you could be like Xander Schauffele. Alexander Schauffele. My God,
Thank you.
this guy.
It sounds
Tony
better.
Finau.
doesn't it?
Dude, if you start with Xander, Tony, and Max Homa, like you feel like you're like, I've got the nuts coming out of the gate.
I
But you
agree.
don't.
You know what's
You don't.
wild?
They fit the course, but you don't.
You know what's crazy? I'm kind of just as y'all are talking, I'm just digging around as always.
No,
A top 30 golfer in the world is in the 6,000s.
That is okay. That
wait,
is.
let me find him.
And
I like
that's,
Newman. I love Newman's like. You know what's odd?
no, you know how my
There's a
brain
guy
works.
who's top 5 in the world.
Is that David Thompson?
7,500. Who? What? Should we
Sepp
get?
Straka.
Ooh, Sepp.
No, I'm not saying play him. I just found
he
that
fits
kind
his
of.
course though.
I don't. Again,
I think he does. Oh,
Cal, you'll learn if you haven't already. My brain just goes in just crazy.
You're a
places.
squirrel brain. You're fine.
It was just funny. I like he's $6,800. I mean, I'm not saying that you play him. I'm just kind of.
No, shut your mouth. Let's hear it out.
I
He
mean,
didn't make my top
Keep
100.
talk to me about.
No,
Holy
no,
shit! Have you seen his POA splits?
Are they awful?
No, they're through the roof. He's way better on POA than he is anywhere else.
I think bad putters are better on
not-
POA.
Do not put him on this team. I've just thought that was a weird thing.
He's got a top 20 here.
What if I slapped a?
Oh, is that
outright-
last year? He's got a top 20 here last year.
What if
That's
I slapped?
weird.
Hey, Brinson, how mad would you be if
43rd the year before.
Of course. Hey, Brinson, how mad would you be if I slapped it outright on Sepp Straka on Sunday evening and he won it?
I would drive to your house on. I would tweet out
Easy.
your address. I would tweet out your address and say, "I'm going to murder Will Newman."
Dude, he's 300 to 1 outright. That's crazy.
I hit
I'm
a
not
sub
betting
ticket
him
last
under.
year.
No, you're putting something. No. Look.
I'm not betting Sepp Straka. I'm not.
Do you have a 300 to 1 in front of your face?
Yes, I do. I'm looking at.
Then bet that for $60 for the
I
three of
got.
us.
Give me some on that. Give me 20 on
Yeah,
that.
the three of us are splitting us. Yeah.
No, guys.
What do you mean no?
It's just
Dude,
weird.
hey Newman, if he wins and we don't bet this, I will definitely murder you on Sunday.
No, I hit him last year. I can't remember the event. It wasn't API.
I love Sepp Straka. He fits the bill. He is a okay. All right. hold on.
He actually is a good tough course player.
Dude, bet 300 to 1 for the three of us.
We must
Is
have
he Australian?
No,
Australian.
he's like Norwegian.
No, he's from. No, he's not.
Australians
He's not
are
Australian.
Australians
Austria.
are prime here.
He's from
Sepp
Austria.
Straka is not Australian.
No,
He's
He's
from the same country.
Austrian.
He's from the same country as Dominic Thiem.
It's theme.
Thiem. Yeah, the tennis player.
You can't yell Australia. You can't yell. He's
I didn't say
Austrian.
I said Austrian, not Australian.
Yeah, Austrians are tough as shit.
it's
Austrian,
very close.
Austrian.
Sounds close.
Run the bases. See, our guy. Look at. I love this guy. Maybe
What'd he
he should be
say?
on the show.
He
Yeah.
gets it.
Newman,
He gets
you're
it.
betting.
All
He gets it.
right, I'm betting him right now.
You're betting $400 on that Sepp Straka.
I have to put money in my bookmaker because I ran out.
Somebody's putting money on Sepp Straka 300 to 1.
I'm doing it. Just
Remember he should have won the. Did he win the Honda or did
it was the
it
rain.
was when Shane Lowry got the win?
Shane
and,
Lowry,
yeah.
yeah.
So are we doing a chalk build or are we going to do our build right now?
No. We're
I'll
all right, so
probably just
we're
go completely off course and we just bet a 300 to 1.
well. I mean, this is what the entire premise of the show is. All of a sudden, it's like if Sepp Straka wins this,
So it's like-
just peacocking around.
Yeah. Braden's like, why do I have a new vacuum on my bed? Don't worry about that.
No, Braden's like, why is Brinson picking you up to fly to Houston? That's weird.
I didn't know Brinson was going to the Final Four too. So let me tell you about this Sepp Straka.
Actually, the
story.
Final Four is in a month. We're just gonna go ride around in a Raptor and like,
Yeah, I'll show you around town. We'll get some goodies.
we're gonna do some gas tours. No big deal.
What do we?
Some gentlemen's clubs or
I mean, so it's some gentlemen's clubs. The James Harden tour, if you will. Just $60 split 3 ways.
I'm in. Yeah.
My music cut off in the background. It's like so
No, like
quiet.
I don't want to bet substruck. Like I
No,
don't.
you do. You do.
No, we're doing it
will.
just to do it.
Yeah,
No, I got it. Don't worry about it.
No, I'm in. I mean, shit.
No, I
He's
get
got.
that.
Oh, have you seen his course history here? I think he's good here.
Yeah. I just thought it was weird that he's the 30th ranked player in the world and he's priced with like Robert Streb. I mean, or not Robert Streb, but
Let's just say that if Seb Straka has a bad Thursday, I will not be tweeting a lot.
I mean, it's probably pretty. I mean,
I don't think it's that thin. I think.
yeah, actually, Sam Ryder's down there too, which is. I mean,
I like Sam Ryder.
Which I mean, it's kind of hard not.
Okay,
to
why don't we do this? Why don't we? Let's see what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to our AK range, and Cal, you're gonna talk me through Hav, Cam Young, Zalatoris, Spieth, Tommy Kim, Jason Day. See, this is where people are gonna live. I'm going to
Matt Fitzpatrick, baby.
I'm gonna fire up my. I'm actually gonna do it for my phone. I'm gonna somehow go get another cocktail.
So this whole range is
Honey.
flat besides Hovland. Whole range is flat. It's all 13, 12, 11. Hovland's going to be 17, 18. Spieth is creeping up. Young's creeping up. Zal's actually going down. This is very flat. Hovland is the highest priced and highest owned. And that's an easy scratch for me. I have my exposure on the outright. I'm happy with that. Hovland's an easy scratch for me.
I like it. I mean,
that's not. I'm not. This is not a 0% fade speech. This is a match the field or slightly under.
Makes sense. Yeah, I mean, why go there? Yeah.
The cheapest is Rose. Not crazy about it. Don't like the history. Don't like. I mean, the recent forms obviously there. Like my model doesn't like him. He barely made the top 50. I would pivot. I mean, he is the pivot. I don't want Rose.
Well, I got a question. I know you're just about to say him. I gotta hear why not. I'm just wondering because
off Rose.
No, the person you're about to say after that.
Hatton.
Oh, I thought you were saying Matt Fitzpatrick.
Oh no,
you saw what I said.
Fitzpatrick is interesting. He's
ownership. He's got to be Subway. If I'm guessing, he's got to be definitely sub 10. Is he sub 7?
He's sub 15. I have him at 14. I think it's going to go even lower.
Oh,
the only thing is he's 8,300, so he fits a lot of builds, and you know you're going to get him, and you're not going to be popular.
Dang, that's a lot higher than I thought.
My problem with Fitz was last week he got worse. He didn't get better over the week. He got worse over the week.
Right. I can see that.
I don't know if that's just like kicking it in because Scotty and Rom were just stomping on heads. But I'm gonna wait on Fitzpatrick like I'm gonna wait on Maury. When I see it, I'll believe it. Maury gets chased down, hasn't come back since. Not gonna bet him, not gonna play him. Fitzpatrick, very transparent about his injury. My neck hurts, my swing speed. My distance, which you need here, is off. When I see it, I'll believe it off my board.
X him out.
Yeah. Question marks get X'd here. I need no holes. His hole is his injury.
I would say like my whole thing about this range, and I know I just showed up again, but
you sound better.
I do. I chug some honey. This range looks so comfortable.
It does.
It's
like start from here.
That's what I'm saying. Again, that's why people are going to start and they're like, well, like, it's not comfortable. This.
No.
That's not comfortable. This
you have like Connors
super duper comfortable. So that's my theory. That's what I'm saying is like, I think people are going to start in the mid to high 9s.
So maybe it's the 2 alphas, but it's 2 9 alphas.
No. I think we go to high alphas.
No, what other people will do.
Correct. It goes like Xander and
Thank you.
you're welcome. And
Homa.
I'm correcting myself.
Homa
It's like
Finau.
Xander. It's like Xander and
Homa Finau.
yeah, and that's like so.
That's
Because I
basic.
mean, a lot of times, dude. I mean, a lot of times when you do this, if you're doing it casually, if you're building casual DFS lineups, you want comfort. You want Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
You want big Eds.
You're like this.
You want Newman's honey sriracha.
Bagel. Yeah.
That's the sunrise is coming tomorrow, straight to y'all's phones. You know the deal.
I had one today.
No,
Well,
you want
Tomorrow's
a
at
6
8
6
a.m.
6. Everyone wants 6 6.
Tomorrow's Thursday.
You
Hold
should
on.
never submit a lineup where you're like, oh, this feels so good.
But
Hate your lineup.
But Cal, you were 100% right. Like, because I listened to the Mayo podcast earlier. They were like, these two alpha things have been killing it.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone is going to pivot from the two alphas
Balanced.
because that's what's been winning. So it's like a weird fucked up headspace. Instead of sticking with what's been winning, people are going to pivot away from it because, oh, that's been winning. The opposite is probably due to win. It's like if I flipped a coin 5 times and they were all heads, the average human being would be like, well, give me tails.
That's why they built the roulette board. They made more money off that roulette board than any other fucking thing in the casino.
What's your pin tweet?
10 reds, the ROM is the green. Yeah.
No, but what's your pin tweet about like the
poker and the
people are sucker. People. I mean, like we're all suckers
for sure. Like, do you think Scotty's going to win this week?
It's very difficult for me to say yes.
Exactly, because it's hard to do.
Exactly.
But it could easily happen.
Should we bet Alexander?
Exactly.
No, like people are like, well, Scotty can't win. He just won last week.
I think he's better here than last week.
Yeah,
I really do.
You think Scotty can't? So you think Scotty Scheffler is the best golfer in the world? You think? No offense, Sean Rahm, and your wonderful wife. Do you don't think Scotty Scheffler can win at the RIV? This guy can stripe it. Yeah, when Scotty's driver's working, it's working. Oh, yeah. And as long as it's not, pure,
it's probably even better sometimes. He's
crazy. Like, oops, I made another putt.
Did I do that? Oh yeah.
So. Okay, so let me ask you this. Would it be insane? We flirted with this idea a couple weeks ago. Would it be insane to like dip all the way down and pick out some guys that we love in the bottom range, start your lineup with them, and then see how much money you have?
Okay, bottom up.
I don't say we're doing it right now. I'm just saying. I'm saying like in theory.
Real quick. You know what's crazy? After 2 hours, we have not mentioned Tiger Woods one time, which is awesome.
That actually is crazy.
That is wild. But
I was actually planning on starting the broadcast. Like,
well, just saying, I'm not.
I kind of want to take Tiger.
No. Also, don't let me forget. I'll send it to y'all if we run out of time. But there's a bet. But there's a bet I love this week that we haven't talked about. Did I get it?
You'll send it to us if you have time.
No, I'll send it to you after. I mean, tell everyone
to tell the 4 people watching on the stream.
I have it down. I have a screenshot because when I fell down a mountain last week, I laid in a jacuzzi.
You look great.
I had a jacuzzi in our bedroom, and they were out skiing, and I was
Is this like a blackout? Is this like a blackout concussion future bet? Because
yes, I think
I'm all in on this.
In warm water,
so
like
I'm betting. No, I had like the Jets on. I had we had a big screen in our room.
Never looked like me in a panic show. Just
yeah. We have my notes like sideways. So I didn't mean to interrupt. It's just a screenshot on my computer. So I'm betting hole in one yes, and I'm betting hole in one yes tomorrow. I think it's 6-1 tomorrow, and it's 110.
These par threes are long too, right?
So they actually have 2 of the top 7. 2 of the top 7 par threes, most hole in ones since like 1985 or something.
What was last week?
It's number 16.
It's usually like plus 125.
No, what were the odds last week on a hole?
I don't remember. I didn't bet it, or I didn't
short
see it.
as hell, probably.
But Ricky aced the long par 3
on day 4. Yeah.
Yeah, on Sunday he aced the long par 3, but the 16, the stadium hole, that's the top like 7 most aced hole on tour.
And it almost didn't happen. Yeah. So this has to be longer.
Well, so number 16 and number 6 are both in the top 5 or top 6 most ace holes in PGA Tour since '85.
Having played this course at least 8 times in the last 12 hours, I would say that the par 3s feel much longer, but there's 6 is the it's like it's not a dogleg left, it's on the water, but it's like it is so long, but the green funnels down to the left.
Yeah, 6 is what it's 189, I think.
Oh yeah, it is so holeable because if you hit it, if you had a depending on what the wind is, you catch the iron right and land it in the right spot, it funnels down to the pin and is absolutely aceable.
Yeah, if we want to early sweat, I think it's 6-1 tomorrow or 5-1 ace tomorrow. I did that and I did for the tournament.
Tweet that out for the account, Newman.
All right.
Go do it right now.
So all 7 followers.
Was that Bookmaker?
No, that's a local. Bookmaker doesn't have any. It's a straight menu. Like it's so
okay.
bland.
So let's.
I'll tweet it.
Cal, did you handle the 8K range, or do we need to spend a little more time on it?
It's wide open. I think if you play Hovland, you're hurting yourself because he's going to be the highest owned. Man,
this feels like where people want to live.
Yeah, and they're going to play Hovland. They're going to.
So let's say you go Xander. Let's scratch a hum up from there. Let's go Xander, and I'm building. We're building a chalk line up here.
Finau is going to be in the chalk lineup.
Right, no, I'm building a chalk lineup right now. Xander, Tony.
I think Cantlay over Xander.
Justin Rose has been playing well. Rickard. I can't do that. All right. Let's dump Cantlay and go.
Montgomery, I have the highest 7K. Who I like.
What's his percent?
What are you looking for now?
Just who's the biggest chalk? Who's the biggest chalk?
And 7?
Just any, yeah.
It's going to be Montgomery around 13 to 15.
Well, that's too hot. Look at that.
Then Fleetwood's going to be 10 to 13.
There it is. Right there it is. Fleetwood.
What's
Rogers 9 to 12.
What's Norton?
Where did Rick and go to?
I have Homa ranked the best, but he'll probably be 8 to 10.
Here's the chalk lineup. You want to see it?
Mm-hmm.
There it is right here. Can you see that?
Harmon?
He's a lefty. He's a lefty. He's a lefty. There's like, dude, that lefty is the lefty thing not a real thing?
No,
I mean, I don't pay. I don't know any left-handed golfers. I'm actually seeing Bradley's at 7-7. He might be chalk.
I played it.
Disgusting.
And Noren is hitting up models.
You can take it Harmon if you want, but like I think Fleetwood, Montgomery, Rose has been playing really well lately.
Hey, what about my chess club lineup? You know that's going in this week.
I have Rose as the lowest owned 8K. I believe it too. That 8K is so stacked. Rose will not.
I have no problem if Rose is low owned. This is a good course for Rose.
I think if you bump Rose to Hatton, that's more of a chalk lineup.
Hatton was being shown on Golf Channel.
Yes, he had a great
Hatton's
week.
kind of feeling it.
I like
Hatton. So we'll ditch those two. Really, Rose is not popular.
No, he's the lowest owned from what I have.
Interesting.
Tom Kim is also low owned from what I'm seeing too.
Who are you using? You can say it on here. We don't care.
Huh?
Hadwin or
Hatton? No,
I know what you're saying. So I guess 76 left.
76. It would be
Tiger. No. Nick
probably
Taylor?
Fleetwood. Montgomery would be the chalk.
No, I got Fleetwood out there. I got Montgomery too.
Montgomery.
We already got both. Yeah.
I got him at 13 to 15.
No, I got Montgomery and Fleetwood in there.
Or Keegan.
God damn it.
If Keegan fits. I don't think Keegan fits.
No, he's $100 off.
Yeah, so it'd be right there. And you could switch around from Xander to
you could go, yeah.
But yeah,
point being is
that's
like
the top
I
lineup.
think this is what people are building. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's what people
Look
build.
at this. Look at this chalk donkey.
That's what like
Homa, Finau, Taylor Montgomery, Ty Hatton, Keegan Bradley, Tommy Fleetwood. If you showed me this lineup blindly before a tournament, I'd be like, I also don't know how it loses.
yeah. No,
Like you find me
if
at a
you
bar
had
at 1
access to
a.m.
DraftKings and
and I
someone
have
said, "Do you
no
want to
idea
buy
what's
this
going to
lineup?"
happen.
I would buy it for like $50. I'd be like, "Yeah, I'll buy that lineup from you."
Okay,
It's
so
safe.
knowing this, I actually think Homa is no longer Homa is the because but now and look, and this is important too. Chalk can still win in DFS.
There's good chalk. Yeah,
There's good chalk, there's bad chalk. If Scotty's 14-1, he wins the tournament, he's a good bet. It's not a bad bet because the odds were good enough. He won the fucking tournament.
that felt good. Yeah,
If Max Homa is 25% owned at $9,700 and he wins the tournament, he's not a bad play. He's what we call in the business good chalk.
and the thing is, he's not even chalk. I'm showing 15. I don't believe it,
I don't believe
but I'm
this
seeing
shit.
15.
But maybe I mean,
I don't know
all right,
what would do that.
all right, all right.
I don't know what would
all
do
right.
that.
This is our theory. Like
The
it
low
is
line.
tough. It is tough to start your lineup with Max.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to bypass over John Rahm, Justin Thomas.
I mean, you could go to Finau
Scotty
and
Scheffler.
add. You could go to Finau and add $200 to your bankroll if you took out Homa.
We have
I
Finau
think
in here
people might
too.
be doing that.
That's
That
the
might be the
problem.
only reason Homa's low is because they go cheaper Finau.
But I think so. Okay, I think
So
the
we
way
have
that
Finau in
DraftKings
there.
has priced this is very, very similar to how they price a major.
Yes, 100%.
And I don't. I
yeah.
right. I'm not right. It is right. But the
Yeah.
balance builds are always chalky at majors because there's pricing so soft. Because you're like, screw it, I'll go down to Shane Lowry at the British as my number one guy, and then build it out with like dudes that I feel like can actually hang in there, and obviously wave stuff built in. But like, I mean, like that lineup looks appealing.
And so how do we go?
It looks
off-
appealing in a way that I like. I don't want to enter it.
No, it's gross. No,
This
it
is
doesn't feel
yeah.
right.
Okay, that's what I'm asking is. So what's our pivot off of this obvious balance build?
Doing what's broke and not fixing it by picking the top two alphas and living in the sevens.
I concur. So knowing that, not doing this. All right.
And it's a good way to hedge off your outrights too.
That is true. Are we going to click our boy?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
He is a
No one wants him.
DK
He just won. He just won.
fantasy
Nobody wants him.
scoring monster. And you know what? He can win again and no one's going to see it coming. I didn't bet him.
Oh my
I'd
God.
like
What
to have him
about
on my
that
card.
little- What about that little
God,
combo?
that's all we need right there. We don't need anybody else.
How many majors do they have? 4 majors combined.
Wow. Yeah, they got a trophy case.
3, yeah.
Okay.
Now we're looking at what?
I'll tell you what we're looking at. Seb
75
Straka.
We could even
Oh man, that might be that's gonna be the picture.
Actually, you know what? Just
shit, I gotta
we're
bet
not
that.
locking this in. I'm just saying, like,
I forgot to bet.
you could go Zal here.
but you. Yeah.
What are you left with if you press Zal?
71. Not terrible. Oh, can you get day here? Just oh God. What's up? I'm not locked in a day. I'm just oh man.
I know one of our guys in the sevens is Cam Davis.
Oh,
And I think I like him on this track as a par 5 monster with length.
That's
And
why
Aussie.
you do what you do, because
And
that
an
is
Aussie.
gross.
All right, hold on. Okay.
I'm gonna
No
tell you what
one's
else-
picking Cam Davis.
No, I like what's happening here. keep
3%.
cooking. Look at this. You have Scheffler, Collins, Zal, Straka, Sam Ryder, and you can pick between Thigala, Wyndham Clark, Keegan, Seamus, Montgomery, Connors. I don't
I'd
like
take
yours. You can't
Clark.
put on
I'd take
Clement.
Clark in a heartbeat.
I love cousin Wyndham. You know he's Scott Wood's cousin, Newman?
Are you serious?
Yeah. He always
Who's
texts
Scott
like,
Wood?
cousin Wyndham's lighting it up.
I think I bet him top 20 this week. I just was looking.
Wyndham's
through my bet-
playing great golf right
I was
now.
looking through my pendings. My pending bets have from Patrick Rogers T20 to USC women's to win the Natty to win total to have WBC baseball in
Okay.
here.
Do we have okay? I don't hate this lineup
No,
at all. In fact, I want to make sweet love to this lineup.
I'm not as high on Sam Ryder as y'all are, I
I
guess.
said,
I'm not either,
I'm
but I'm
not
saying,
high
like,
on him.
What if we did Zal and Sam Ryder come in a little more medium on them and go? Are you? I mean,
I don't like that.
But the only reason I say this, like Zal has significant DFS risk, and we're already separating with Scheffler and Collin.
Okay, then I'd rather go Cantlay than Maury, to be perfectly honest.
Hey,
We
buddy,
talked about this already.
This is a
Save-
free
and
form,
save
free
$300.
flowing, honest conversation.
If he touched 30 to 1, I was betting him, but I don't
Who?
think Cantley. He's
You could
30
say-
to 1?
He's a Cali
No,
kid. No,
I thought he was gonna drift back. He just hasn't.
no,
What?
he got shorter. He got
No, we
shorter.
didn't mention Cantlay.
No. Well,
A Cali kid who loves the course. I like him more than Maury. I don't know why everyone's like wants to pick the Maury.
What is his
event.
ownership percentage?
Cantlay 18. It's flat. The whole 9Ks are flat except for Finau. Finau's 20 plus. Cantlay's the next highest. Then it's 16, 15, 10, 11. It's all flattened out. I think Cantlay has more.
So in other words, it's doing what we're saying it's doing.
Yes.
Everyone's glomming onto the high nines, mid nines.
Right, and
and
they're all
building these
picking
balanced
different
lineups.
guys. Right.
is there
Maybe-
a worse guy to be against than Cantley when he's on? Good night.
No,
John
I
Rahm,
thought he
yeah.
was. I thought he was the best player on the planet last year.
No,
Remember when
I love Kaylee. Like no.
When Cantley took down Bryson.
Well,
Oh my
at least Rahm, you're like, oh, you fat butt jolly motherfucker.
And then he
At
was,
least
he was in
you're
the
making
playoff
putts.
with,
Cantley, he's like,
playoff with Zal, right?
okay, hold on.
I sent y'all a bet slip.
I
by
think
way.
the 9K is polluted.
Did you
And
bet?
we
Did you
get out
bet?
of
You
there.
bet it, right?
Huh?
Oh, Newman's confirmed. Oh shit! If we go
No, I sent a bet slip to y'all to your phones
to confirm that we've purchased
Seb Straka,
Seb Straka.
and it could buy you a used Raptor.
So what if Patrick Rogers? Oh, look what's left! Look what's left!
Oh,
you
no.
still my heart.
Do not push
Damn,
that.
an
Oh.
Aussie that's long. That's a par 5 monster.
Do not put
And
Seb
no
Straka
one
in
wants to
there.
click it because he's right next to Patrick Rogers.
Don't put Seb Straka in there. That was the sole like
No. This makes
we did this with that.
lineup makes my heart sing.
Did Caleb Surratt make the cut a couple weeks ago when I said him randomly?
I
He
got
made it.
so
He didn't make it.
He's been awful.
Who?
He made the cut though, right? Or was
Hey,
it
look,
it's a
look.
3-day.
Who, Cam?
No, Surratt.
Scotty Scheffler, Patrick Cantlay, Will Zalatoris, Wyndham Clark, Sepp Straka, and Cameron Davis.
I might throw it.
I like that a lot. I like
This
it a
is-
lot. I'm in.
I mean, look. Either we're integrated as a team, or I'm
What do all those guys do?
myself.
They hit it far as shit. They
That's
get
right,
it
hit
par
it or not.
5s.
I have one reserved in case this motherfucker fills up, I guess. Hey, guess what? Congratulations. We're in.
How does
So
Will
basically-
not have a picture yet? Fucking Cam Davis and Straka got pictures.
Look at Scotty's picture. He's got like a dip in / he's got a
He's got the hat
He's like
in.
a
People
big,
got
he's
the
like a
hat
big
in.
Bible beater.
Cam Davis. That was his picture in high school.
This lineup. Okay, so
Look at the
look,
ears on
in all
Cantlay.
seriousness, this
Cantley's
lineup
better
to me
fly.
He looks
makes
like
so
Gollum.
much sense for this course.
No, this is the skill
Except for
set.
Stripers, no stripers. Let's go.
Take Straka
Strike-
out. We're gonna win
All of
45
them
grand.
can-
if he wins.
Straka. Wait, okay, Newman, you bet the Straka to win.
I sent
right?
it. I sent it to you in a text message.
I'm not
Yes.
looking at my text. I'm yelling at the internet.
Yes, I bet him.
Okay. Do we probably skipped over some stuff. What else do we want to talk about before we get out of here?
Yeah.
We did one and done. We did DFS.
I basically covered it all. We didn't do the loan guys on DFS, which is shit. It'd be more helpful if I hadn't entered that lineup. Should we enter a mega snowman? A mega Millie.
Yeah.
Oh, we
probably. It needs to be ugly.
Oh shit! No, I didn't even enter that. What the fuck? Come on, man.
If we do a milli, I want to start at 8K.
Ooh. Okay. Well,
how many 8K guys can we fit in? 4?
You skip over the 10s and 9s.
Yeah.
Now you really got the edibles kicking, huh?
Like,
what are we? Zal, Straka, Cam Davis.
We can even do it safe. We can do Scott.
All right, I'll tell you what, hold on. I'm gonna stop sharing this for a second and go figure out where the fuck this lineup is.
Like an Australian build, like Scott.
No, you got to do my chess club build, man. Did Brinson
the problem is you can do an Australian build. It's funny. You do a chess club build. It's not so funny.
It made 6 out of 6 last week with no money.
Did it?
Yeah.
You
know what the chess club build is? Are you?
Yes, I know. We're not doing that right now.
Okay. We need length. No, zero.
No, but
it's got Tiger on it. I mean, what's the problem?
Oh, Tiger. No.
Come on, man.
What do we have? Scotty.
There's very few things you can do here to get me to stop.
Zalatoris.
All right, hold on. I want. Let's do this. All right. I got to figure out this other build, but I'm going to share this. I think in a second. God, it's tough being the tech guy and the host.
What was the 6? Wyndham Clark, right?
I'll tell you later.
I got Wyndham as the best 7K player.
I like Wyndham. Wyndham's good. Okay.
Connor's is sneaky too, and he's sub 5.
He sucks he sucks ass at POA though. Like he's terrible.
I think
and been playing well.
Right?
No one's on it. Look, if he gets right, if he gets right, he is a perfect fit for this course outside of the putting.
Yeah, I'd rather go Mitchell.
You're gonna have some Connors in DFS. I believe that.
I'd rather have Davis because of his eagle offer. He's 7K flat. His eagle game is.
Dude, all right. So let's do. What is this? Start at 8.
Start at the 8, and let's.
No, we're not doing this in like a four.
No, this is a crazy
$4,000.
But let's do it crazy conservative, like Scott and Day. Scott and Day. Everyone likes Scott and Day.
Oh, what about Speed? Oh my god!
I like Speed. I bet Speed. I like Speed.
Right. So, do you want Zal or no Zal?
We already did Zal. Let's not overlap.
Speed?
Yeah.
Tom Kim.
If y'all want
Jason Day. Just say yes or no.
I don't like Tom Kim here.
Jason Day.
Yeah.
Fitzpatrick. Matsuyama.
Hatton.
Okay. Hatton fits here great.
Yeah. And then what do we have with 3-8?
Oh, Thigala.
Can we go all 8?
Oh my god. This is where you do the balance, bro. Look at this shit.
This is how you get a straight flush. 3, 4, 5.
This is the straight flush.
You can win without the winner.
Hideki. No, I'm just kidding. Wyndham.
I mean, there's some joke numbers you can do.
We have 9, 3.
So who's your
8?
I mean, we do anything we want. Who do you want?
Cam Young.
Hideki, Rose, or Scott.
What Masters winner do you want?
Really, if you want to get cute, you go Fitzpatrick. If people are scared,
no, we're already so different. There's no need to go Fitzpatrick.
I love
I agree. No, obviously we'll have to enter a different lineup.
You go Scott and leave money on the table.
I mean, do you prefer Scott to Matsuyama?
Yes.
Okay.
Course history.
I mean,
course history and
just hold on. I don't.
What's their betting odds right on? Is Scott shorter?
My.
If it's a coin flip, I take whoever
Scott
the
who?
market likes.
Over
Scott.
Jason.
Scott,
what about
Scott and
Patrick
Heflin.
Cantlay, Jordan
They're the-
Speed,
they're the
Jason
exact
Day,
same.
Tyrell Hatton, Thagala, and Adam Scott?
And we have money on the table.
$100
That is a
on the
hot
table.
lineup, dude. I
That's
don't
a
care.
fucking hot lineup, bro.
And you are so unique. No one will even come close to that. No 10K, no 9K.
It'll be fun when we. It'll be fun when we. When the
Our production value.
What's the name of our show? Let's go low. Well, we're actually now sponsored by us. We're sponsored by us.
Yeah,
because we nutted it with. I changed out. Who did I change out? Cam Young for Cantlay.
That's solid. I concur.
I just make sure the committee approves.
Concur. You got the history.
Should we enter that in like a bigger contest? I'm not even kidding. I mean, my God. Oh my God. That's it. Everyone's going to go balance bills in the 9s. We're going balance bills in the 8s.
This is how you win.
This is how we do it every week. No. Everyone's I'm going to balance bill the 9s. We're going to balance bill the 8s.
Should we put this in something bigger?
Yes.
Like what?
I don't know. We're going to look.
100.
I mean,
a 33 singles, not bigger, but like
this is Cal. What do we like when people zig? What do we do?
We zag or zog.
But when people start zagging, what do we do?
We zog.
And what is this? This is a zog machine. People are like, two alphas are the key to DFS right now. It's like, but maybe I'll go balance build in the 9s. It's like, maybe I'll go balance build in the 8s.
I love it. You want to put in the club twirl? Remember the club twirl?
Yes. Is the club twirl a thing?
Yes, it's a 10K to first. Like
open?
A lot of lineups are
right,
filled.
I'm closing out. Hold on, I'm stop sharing. I don't have to deposit on this thing.
Hey, send me that lineup. A screenshot of that.
We're in the club. Oh God, I didn't even oh fuck! I've been in the club several times.
It was Cantlay, Day.
Cal, this is how we finally win the club twirl.
I can't.
We've been trying for 2 years to win this stupid $44 entry club twirl.
Wait, Cal, have you never won that one? You've never won the club twirl?
Neither of us have ever won the club twirl.
No. We've always
been bitching about it for 2 years.
That's crazy.
And then they started like demoting it. It started getting worse and less and less. It used to be
Apparently the club twirl is terrible.
I know. It used to be like the event. Now it's like the fucking Detroit Open or whatever it's called.
It's the John Deere Classic.
I read a stat on
the Cam Davis Invitational.
Hey, buddy. You can do what you want on this podcast. There will be no Cam Davis slander.
Hey.
Son of
the funny stat I read on this was this course has the most like top 3 bogeys out of any track on the PGA, but it's in the bottom 3 on
big scores.
Double bogeys or better.
Right.
That's wild, right? Is that because of water?
A lot of short missed putts, probably.
It's because of the putting.
Yeah,
dude, the putting is fucking impossible.
So everyone just does the same at putting. They bogey.
Like again, I don't want to liken a real golf course to a video game, but I've played a lot of these courses on this game, and like it's like you're like I stuffed that iron shot, and you go there, you have like a 3.5 foot putt, and you're like, this thing is like a dead ass left slider, like downhill.
It has a blinker on it and goes.
Yeah, but you're like, okay, so like tap this, and it goes flying past, and all of a sudden it's downhill. So like, and again, not trying to liken video games to real life, but
no, I mean, sure.
This is how those greens are. They're designed to mess with your head. They want guys who are like, if you're long off the tee, great. If you, to your point, we said earlier, the one big thing,
get it close.
If you're longer off the tee, that's fantastic. But if you have a hole in your game at putting or your short game, you're banged.
At putting,
right? It demands a complete.
You don't think the putting's like evened out? A good putter and a bad putter could both have like the same day.
Well, I mean, yes,
Like-
in a sense, but like, so for instance, like you can't overpower this golf course because the greens are too difficult.
They're small.
They're small and like crazy windy,
Undulate. Okay.
undulating, if you will.
That's why I like Zal, because I think he's going to get it closer to and
Love Zal.
Ho. They're
And
going to get
Victor.
it closer to the cup than most,
And Victor.
But-
and they're going to have a
Like
better
50.
chance of
How did I
knocking it
miss
in
the
than someone doing a 12 or 13. Zal's going to miss his 5s and 8s, but he's going to make them 2, and people are going to miss
And
their
that's-
13s and
No, no,
15s.
you're-
and all.
no,
Actually,
no,
then,
that
then,
there's-
then that should take us to Finau at the top then.
If Finau is the most owned, and he should be, because he's
Finau
smooth.
makes me. I can't. I will. Finau is my Nick Saban. I will never get or Roy Williams. What are you gonna call him? I will never get him right.
I'm not going to say anything bad about him either.
No, I,
Because-
I
I'm not-
love
I'm not-
I love
I'm not-
Tony Finau. I just literally cannot get him right.
Yeah,
Never,
no, I'm
If
just,
I'm
I'm
on
just
him,
saying.
he
never hit
stinks.
him. Never
if
hit
I'm
him.
off him,
Yeah.
he smashes.
Yeah, I'm just
And
saying that.
sometimes when I'm off him,
yeah.
I'm like, ha, 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 I'm so smart. He comes roaring
Look
back
like
from
he's
out of
done
fucking
two
nowhere.
round money. Yeah. And
No,
then
I'm
he
just saying
rolled. He
that-
rolled off 2 in 3 weeks last.
Oh,
year.
Newman's got staff. What do you got? What do you got?
No. I just bring him up because what we're saying about these other guys like
When
Zalatoris-
Newman, this is my favorite. When Newman's like off the side.
I got.
Hey,
more
I don't
for-
want to jump in here, but I do have a stat about the last 75 years of the River era.
I'm like
and the
the- I'm like-
Genesis Invitational, where
I'm like the-
winners also came from the top 3 of a correlated course.
On bookmaker.
I'm like the bear, man. You know, just gotta find the
No,
information.
I'm not. It's not an insult. Keep going.
I was just betting. I just took a prospects or a underdog.
Oh, did you now?
A bogeys only. I'll put it in for us. It's a bogeys only. Or,
Tell
excuse
the
me,
chat in case the people.
What? Who?
Let
My
let
dog- my
the
dog and my
remaining
wife?
2 of your friends who are still watching this at
My wife
midnight.
is like passed out face forward in the bed. And
I know. It's like I left it open on my laptop in the.
Literally, I walk in. We had like one viewer, and I walk in. And it's like, oh, that makes sense. The computer. She's like snoring away when I go into bed. It was a couple weeks ago. It's her.
Hey, look, the real ones know what we got cooking here.
Hey,
Oh, this is the stuff
the
right
funny-
here. This is
the
I mean,
funny
we
gasoline.
thing
done,
is-
we done, we done
you're
3
like right-
shows. It's like all 3 shows. It's like, oh shit,
no,
that's
two.
the move,
Whoa, the
and
two
it
we
was the
did-
move.
Light bulb.
Yeah.
And one of
Yeah.
these days,
The best part
like,
about it is we did the Siwoo outright before we started. We take the 2 weeks. We don't do much, and then Cal creams it the last 2 weeks
Yeah.
on DFS and outrights. And if we have a bad week, I'll see y'all later.
And now it's the perfect storm into the RIV.
It's
We're
either that or
all on
we-
the
it's
same
either that or
page.
we-
oh, this is low life season, bro. Like,
It's
Man.
either that or Lee Hodges goes wide.
We
or wide.
are
We just jump
we're out of
living our
we're out of
life.
football. It's time to really dive in and focus.
No, Cal-
on,
Yeah,
I will say if I don't think he'll listen to the whole show. I know he watches and listens. Shout out to my boss EK. He goes, "You sure you have time for this with your new golf show?"
It's fun, dude. This is therapeutic.
Oh,
This
It
is my new
is,
process.
it is. It's cathartic.
To your
It
boss,
is.
EK, there's no preparation on Princeton's side, so it's
I'm making that known purposely.
right. Yeah,
Well,
He
He's
does.
a
I
I
don't
got
care.
like
He's a big golf DJ too. He's my boy.
I got like
I-
60 lineups to fill out. Anything else?
Oh
we
yeah,
wanna go over?
it's midnight.
Yeah.
We gotta fill out lineups. Okay, so
all right. Yeah,
for anybody still watching, just know when we print, you should email or actually tweet at. Why'd you put the in front of it? It's so annoying. Newman.
because that's
Newman.
what it's on the.
We need a Gmail account so that people, and not like your parents or my parents, but like we need an account where like people who are watching this from the Jump Street, we can send them low life swag when we start printing
Yeah.
T-shirts.
that.
If they
Yeah.
want to help out with getting our data right or whatever. Like
No,
I want
no,
to do.
fuck
I want
these
to
people.
do. I want to do
Uh,
a money. I want to do a free money bag grab, spinning the wheel.
Right.
For,
So follow at the Low Life Golf, or actually at Low Life Golf when Newman fixes it.
you're a low life. You do it.
Let me change it right now.
Yeah, I'm just kidding, Newman. You're fine.
I don't think it was available.
Oh, well then.
So I had to put.
You know what? We're shutting this thing down.
No, they said put the low or the low life golf on there.
It's not your fault. You're doing great.
The low life.
I like it.
Sizzle.
This is I mean, it's not the most professional thing I do a week. It's my favorite thing I do a week.
It helps me
For
out.
Cal, for Newman, I'm Brinson. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Got a new sign off for a different show.
Nah, let it bro.
Let's get low.
Let's go.
On
Low
this life.
lives.
Get low.
Of course, I've clicked.